New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
Welcome, everybody. It is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And before we get into the subject at hand, we know Father's Day is never going to be treated like Mother's Day, but
I can't hear you, Shay.
This is important. Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can hear you. So, with that being said, if you're gonna have a nice cookout, I have somebody. If you're in the Broward, Dade County, Broward area, call this man.
What's up, y'all? This is Chef Jew. Looking for a great chef for your next catering party, private party, office party, etc. with welcome watering meals and desserts. Let Chef Jew Catering and Sweet Treats take care of it for you at an affordable price. Call me at 786-804-8096. Also reach me at chefjewcatering@gmail.com. Direct message on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Jew's Catering. Chef Jew's Catering and Sweet Treats. Food with a passion. We do it all.
I hope everybody's having a good day. We have Ali here, Color, Crypto, and of course, Crazy Duffin. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing today?
Good, man. It's the TFTG OGs. That's what we got up here.
Yeah.
What's going on?
How's everybody doing?
Ali, can you hear me?
Yeah, man. We can hear you loud.
Yeah, we got you, Crypto. Yeah, Ali, to your point, if all the TFTG OGs are sitting here bored and insomniatic on a Saturday night, why the hell don't we do shows?
I'm not bored, to be honest. I'm watching a game on TV right now. Good
What
stuff.
you watching? Hey, real quick, I meant to ask you last night in the chat, but you didn't happen to see the message. Did you go to Cali to see the Iran match? Is that what you went there for?
Yeah, but I turned it into a whole vacation. I was there for like a week, bro.
Right, but the match you said you went to the Iran match?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I saw that come across the TV. I'm like, oh, damn, Iran's playing in the World Cup. And I saw it come across the TV, and I thought, I wonder if Ali realizes. And you're at the game and shit.
I went there for multiple reasons. It wasn't just the game. There's also some political event I was at, which we don't have to talk about it.
Were you there?
We can talk
Notice
about
they
that.
were playing?
Where were you at, Ari? Where were you at,
I was
Ali?
in
Vegas?
Los Angeles. I went to Los Angeles, man. I got to go to SoFi, man.
So were you just there? Were you just there and happened to realize they were playing while you were there, or did you already know before you left?
It was all planned. Getting those tickets, to be honest, if anyone has ever bought World Cup tickets, if you buy them through FIFA directly, it's like winning a lottery. You have to apply, and it's a raffle. That's how you
Well, you're
win.
competing. You're competing with 7 billion consumers, dude, to buy
Yeah,
them tickets.
So we got tickets to that game. We went to it. It was pretty cool. It was packed, sold out stadium.
Okay.
There was some other political stuff that was going down that I was partaking in that we don't have to talk about in the show, man. We can talk about something else later.
Oh yeah. So
Right on.
real quick, Greg said he went to Iraq versus Norway on
Cool.
Tuesday.
SoFi, huh?
Oh, did you sit in the stands and go row, row, row?
You said Iraq versus Norway?
Yeah. Their fans are
Wow,
pretty good.
that's an interesting matchup.
The Norwegian fans are really cool, bro. They kind of like how like the Vikings do the Viking clap. They have this thing where they're doing the rowing, and it's really cool.
I was thinking about that's like Vikings versus Persians. You know what I mean? From back in the day, bro.
Greg says he was with the Iraq fans. That's interesting.
That's awesome.
Shout out to Sean in the building. My man Raphael Courtright.
That's good. It's good you had fun, Ali. Got a chance to see SoFi for the first time, huh?
Adam Pandia. Shout out to Adam Pandia.
Yeah, definitely.
Joe Rist.
Yep, nice stadium, man. Yeah,
bro.
Greg in the building. What's going on, Greg?
Best stadium in the league now, man.
I've been to quite a
You
few.
leave it.
I'm just gonna say this real quick. I'm sorry. I've been to quite a few NFL stadiums, and SoFi had a banging burger, bro. Banging burger.
Did you leave a little message on the seat in Aqua for the Rams fans when they get there this year?
No. I think I left some red, white, and green, bro. I left some of that.
somebody's feeding back. Is it me?
I think that's
That's Tom.
Yeah.
Tom, you got an
He's on mute.
It's always Tom, man.
No, he's on mute though.
They, have
Tongue's
to,
on
they
mute.
set it up for the FIFA, you
No,
know.
Tom's on mute.
Yeah.
Maybe it's me.
I think it is
Yeah, I
color.
can't hear him. No, I can't hear him.
Now there's no feedback.
Shake, are you there? I can't hear Shake neither.
Now you can't hear me?
It wasn't me. I heard feedback when I was muted. It wasn't me.
Wait a minute, let me see if it's me.
You hear feedback? Maybe that's
Yeah, it's
me.
Mr. Falk. It's always Mr. Falker's Tom.
No, I still hear it.
It's probably better now.
Let me try a different phone.
Okay. Hey, real quick. Just want to mention.
Hold on,
this.
it stopped.
Yeah, I think it was Mr.
Yeah, it
Falk.
did.
No, it was me.
No.
Oh, it was Crypto.
Yeah, okay, so now we got to amend it. It's always either Tonk, Mr. Falk, or Crypto.
Oh my God,
No,
that's
it's not me because I don't.
Hey,
use
No, when I
Hey.
switched to my car, it's,
We need a meme.
The next person that tries is going to get added to the list.
we gotta get.
We need a meme of
clip
three
of,
Spider-Men pointing
gotta
at each
get
other.
We got to get a 30-second clip of Shaggy saying it wasn't me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it'll say Tom,
Yeah.
Crypto, and Mr. Polk, like for the heads of the Spider-Men.
Yeah.
Right.
Real quick,
Pointing at
I
each
want to
other.
say this real quick before we go to the subject.
Like, why is it echoing?
I may need to go out and come back in because I can't hear Shake.
I'm not stalking though, Crypto. Can you hear
Shake
me?
is not talking. Shake's not talking.
I can't hear him either.
So real quick. So I went to Los Angeles. I spent the whole week there. I went to I went to Hollywood, the Griffith observation, whatever they call that thing, and the observatory. I'm sorry. And then I also went to Koreatown. That's where my hotel was, and I had some banging food, man. Korean food is next level.
We're in town, okay?
Yeah, it was a
You
lot of fun.
You didn't go visit Woo in Chinatown, did you?
Did you go to?
No. I did go to the Chinese theater though, which happens to be the third largest IMAX screen in the United States, fifth largest in the world. It was pretty cool. So,
Right, it is. Did you go to the DMZ? Because you said Korean town, so I figured you was they had their own version of the DMZ.
Oh, look at Guap.
That's up in Seattle.
yeah, I think that's up in Seattle. But to be honest, no, Koreatown was really good. They had these like 24-hour, like hot spot or what, a hot pot type of kitchens, and it was so good, bro. There was like a line out the door. The vibe was chill. All right, Shake Man. What's the on the agenda tonight? Bring up the
Well,
subject. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So like we do every
Ain't football.
we did the top the richest owners of basketball, football, and baseball.
I still can't hear.
You can't hear?
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you, Crypto.
Crypto, you need to go get that government phone that you used to have that talks right through the mute.
Yeah, cause see, I got
No,
headphones
because
on my iPad.
it looks like he's talking, but I don't hear him.
Yeah, he was
what's up,
talking that
Grumpy?
time.
No, you
You might have to go rejoin the audience to hear Crypto. I mean, to hear Shake.
Hear Shake perfectly fine. I think it's just Crypto.
Yeah, it is. That's what I thought. I knew I couldn't hear him at all.
Crypto's sending his voice through the blockchain. That's why you can't hear nothing.
No, every time somebody comes on or go off, if you don't have the update StreamYard, you get knocked off.
I just go to it through the web, through the Port 80, man. I don't bother with that.
Okay, there you go.
And I'm actually using Edge tonight for the first time.
Uh-oh.
I usually use Chrome.
Oh,
Edge has this weird quirk where I can't hear the media. When you play media, I can't hear it.
You see Grumpy down there, right?
I see
Crypto.
Grumpy. I'm not. I don't know what does he want, but we're not doing a panel show, bro.
Panel. Okay, got
Crypto. Just so
He
you
wants
know,
he wants to join the OGs, bro.
Crypto. Just so you know, when you come in, you put out static like really loud. So I've thrown in you in the back. That's until you get that figured out. So you might want to go and come back one more time. And you might want to upgrade your internet from Cricket Wireless to maybe T-Mobile 5G. T-Mobile 5G might be better for you.
Yeah.
Or if you old like me, get consumer cellular.
I'm going Wire 3, to be honest. They have the best deal right now.
Wire 3, huh? I ain't used nobody but AT&T my entire life, bro. I don't know why anybody.
I'll never go to AT&T if my life, even if my life depends on it. They screw me over big time. Wire 3 has 10 gigs for $100.
Well, I usually Ali, I live by this certain part of my code that requires me to get resources from the people that invented the technology. So it doesn't matter if I like them or not. I can't go with anybody else.
I get you.
My code, it's part of my code, bro.
I got you. Crypto, are you back now?
That's for one line.
Okay, we can hear you. All right, let's get this show on the road. Come on. What's going on, Jake?
Yeah, can you hear me, Crypto?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
That's why no matter what I do, Ali, I still have to give Microsoft money for some reason, for something. I have to find something to give them money to, or so they can plunge it deep.
Services.
So they can plunge it deep, Crypto. I don't even know what I'm using from them.
Ali, that service you got, that's for just one line?
They updated their Copilot engine, didn't they? I know.
I'm on a bit. I got an intra ID, Crypto. I'm all in the foundry with that shit, you know.
Hey, shout out to the Wing T. Hey, so all right, so let's get to the
Wing
topic
T.
at hand.
Yeah, go ahead, Jake.
So we did the top. This has nothing to do with the franchise. These are the owners of. We did the owners of football, basketball, baseball, and now.
Oh, please don't tell me.
Hockey.
I don't know nothing about hockey, Shake. Your guess is as good as mine, bro.
Trust me, I don't know nothing about hockey
mostly in the dark.
Only thing I know about hockey is Wayne Gretzky. That's it.
Did you say the top owners of hockey? Is that what you said?
The guy that owns the Panthers, bro. That's what I'm gonna go with.
All I gotta say is Wayne Gretzky.
Huh? The owners of hockey, yeah.
And Brent Hull, Mr. Punk. That's the only other one I know of too from
We're
from
in the
St.
middle
Louis.
of the pack. The Blackhawks we're in the middle of the pack.
All
We're
right.
like
So
the
like I always said,
13th.
we're gonna I'll give everybody and we'll go around. I'll give everybody 2 guesses before I hit who do you think is in the top 10.
Okay, Shake, but we don't know the owner's name, so even though it's the owners and not
you
the
can say the
team,
team.
we're going to say it by the team. Right.
Yes,
right.
of course. That's how we've been doing it the last few times.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
All right, can I go first?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna say both California teams, Anaheim Ducks and Los Angeles Kings, are in the top 10.
Number 1 and number 2.
Top 2.
Anaheim Ducks is number 1 and at 19.7 billion. And his name is Henry Samuel, and then Philip Schultz with the Los Angeles.
So they
Kings
well under the NFL.
They don't even have ice in those places, man. Come on. Well, I'm going to try for number 3 then, since Ali snatched both 1 and 2 off his first guess. Good job, Ali. That was brilliant.
LA.
I just figure if you live in California,
Sincerely, that was a good.
That's how I guess that. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm going to go number 3 has to be the Boston Bruins, bro.
Okay, let me see.
Hot take. I don't even think they're in the top 10.
They're like the biggest hockey champion. They're like the hockey team, aren't they? Like the ones that always win.
Well, I'm sure the franchise is probably top 10. You know what I mean?
Or Detroit Red Wings or something. How about Detroit?
Pittsburgh will be there.
Probably in the top 10.
Hey, so Detroit, you're talking about Detroit and Bruins. That's your 2 guesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and let me see. Hold on, real quick. All right. Damn it! Where the heck is it? Let me see. Damn it.
What were they ranked?
Okay, Detroit. Hold on, I'm looking up now. Detroit. Well, they're not in the top 10.
Yeah.
And neither is the Bruins.
They owe the league money. You know what you're saying? They owe money.
Yeah. Actually, no, I take that back. Detroit Red Wings is number 7. I take that back. Detroit Wings is number 7.
Well, because Shake, the reason behind that guess is every time I'm watching something on TV and there's like a character that's wearing hockey gear, it's always Detroit, or something like that.
Detroit. His name is Christopher Gillich at $6.9 billion.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money.
Especially for hockey. Jeez.
I'm just going to go ahead and get this. I can definitely hear you. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way real quick because I mentioned the 2 California teams and I had no idea they would be 1 and 2. I just feel if you're an owner in Cali, you got a lot of money. But I'm going to go ahead and say this. Let's go ahead and add the San Jose Sharks on there too. I'm willing to bet because of the money, they're in the top 10 too. Tell me if I'm wrong or
they're
right.
number 4, 15.2 billion.
They're Northern California, yeah.
Yeah, if it's a California team, they got all the money.
Yeah.
All right, so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm late to the party. I need to be caught up on.
Well,
what you.
The
owners for hockey owners.
I tell you what,
Clippers got the most money.
Clippers are number 1, but the Lakers are the owner of the Lakers is number 15. Believe it or not.
What about Shake? What about the Oregon?
I can hear you.
Ducks?
I can hear you, Crypto.
They had a kids movie made out of them and shit. Their owners gotta have money.
Did you say the owner of the Dodgers is number 2 in the NBA? You said
no, it's Clippers. Yeah, number 1 in the NBA. Yeah.
Lakers.
Wow.
Okay,
Is
so
the
we talking about
Clippers?
basketball now.
All I know is that Dodgers owner
about that,
pays everybody.
Okay,
That's
what's
crazy.
talking about?
Everybody hates the Clippers, dude.
Okay, so we're talking about basketball.
Buffalo Clippers.
Because
Right.
I don't
That's
know.
what they were.
So like it's just interesting, those two teams, because LA completely dominates as far as basketball. Like even still, look how far even the Lakers made it to the second round of the playoffs this season. Yeah, they got swept out, but like still to this day, the Lakers are still the team of LA for basketball.
Nothing that basketball.
It has to do with two key factors, in my opinion: the population of California and the fact that it's an indoor sport. So you're going to have a zillion people that don't like to do things outside that have an opportunity to go have fun. You know what I mean? And the amount of people in that category. Well, what I'm saying is the amount of people in that category in California dwarfs the amount of people in that category in other states. Like, people in Florida don't prefer indoor sports per se, or they don't need them, whereas, there's a bunch of people in Florida that only like, what I'm saying is there's a bunch of people in Florida that like only indoor sports. But in California, there's 5 times that number of people that only like indoor sports. You know what I mean? So basketball being an indoor sport, that's what everybody's going to visit. Everybody's got. What I'm saying is, like, when you're in California, what I'm saying, Tonk, is when you're in California and you're a regular person, the talk who's going to the basketball game tonight? You see what I'm saying? Like, who's got tickets to the Lakers tonight? On any given week, on any given day of the week.
Who's been there the longest? What team has been there the longest?
Probably
basketball and hockey's both of them been there for quite a
Clippers.
while.
Well, both of them are from other states, right? The Lakers are from Minnesota, and the Clippers are from, you said, Buffalo?
Buffalo, yeah.
Holy shit.
Actually, the Lakers, though they were in the Minnesota, I want to say they're actually...
they were in Minnesota, the Lakers.
I know, but before that, I think they were somewhere else, I think. Let me look
that up.
I
thought the Lakers' name came because they were by the Great Lakes, the Minnesota Lakers.
They were.
No, they're Minneapolis... because they have 10,000 lakes in Minnesota. That's why.
Right. The Lakers, right. Land of 10,000 lakes. That's right. You're right.
So, to go from fucking Buffalo all the way to LA, what the fuck?
Yeah. How about that?
That's like the fucking Miami. That's like the Miami
inverse climate too.
That's like the Miami Manatees that are moving to Seattle.
Right, exactly.
There's the Seattle Manatees. Like, what the fuck
go to
are you
Anchorage.
talking about?
Tonk, don't
forget. Become the salmon, the Anchorage salmon.
Don't forget.
Who the hell named their team a manatee, though?
But, like, I don't know.
Hold on, Tonk.
That's a hell of a
don't
name,
forget, Tonk. The very first professional football team in Miami ever was the Seahawks, bro.
Fear the Sea Cows.
Yeah, but there's ospreys.
The sea cows, exactly. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, but the Seahawk is an osprey.
Well, what I mean is a team with a Seahawks. What I'm saying is a team with a Seahawks mascot from Miami.
But
now there's a team in the NFL with a Seahawks mascot in Seattle.
It's like, okay. I mean, I guess that team.
But that's indigenous to the area. That osprey is.
It's not a real move like you were talking about, but it's like close. You know what I mean? It's like, wow.
But the same thing applies to the Florida Manatee. They're indigenous to Florida. Basically.
To Florida, Panthers. Yeah, at least in the southeast region. They're in the Carolinas too. They're in the southeast region of the country.
Like, it's just like but I don't know.
There's a lot of lakes. There's a lot of lakes in Los Angeles too. I mean,
wondering.
Well, listen, Utah. I guarantee you, Utah does not play a lot of jazz music.
Thank you. I've been trying to.
How do you know, Jake? How do you know?
Because they're playing. They're playing polka, whatever they're playing. I don't know.
Trying to say the Mormons aren't into jazz.
They should have renamed them the Mountaineers. That's what they should have renamed them.
Y'all talking about
You saying Mormons don't dig jazz, bro?
Wait. Actually, do you guys know the real reason? I know the answer to that. Hold on. I know the real answer to why Utah Jazz is the Jazz.
It's the
You guys
No,
know
they
that-
was in New Orleans.
Yeah, because they
That
came
was
from New Orleans.
Jazz.
The franchise
It's
started in New Orleans. That is correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they started.
Oh,
in
it
New
was
Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
It was
what
the
I
New
said
Orleans
So much
Jazz.
fun for Jazz, man. It has to be New
That's more
Orleans.
like that's more like big band.
Yeah, that's what I said
That's not so
first.
much
That's
jazz.
Okay,
That's more like big
hold
band.
on. Let me get some, because everybody's talking at one time, and it's, you know, when the
Oh,
people
okay, I'm
that's
sorry,
listening
I'm
it
sorry,
really aren't enjoying it. You know what I mean? When
I
everybody's
got
talking at one time, yeah. So, all right, let's get back to the topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anybody
Top
else want to take two guests real quick? What's up,
I
Grumpy?
was going to get my two. I was giving my two.
Okay,
Give
go
me
ahead.
a second. Give me a second on my two. I'm going to go with the team that just recently won the Lloyd Stanley Cup. I'm going to go with the Hurricanes, and I'm going to go with the Blackhawks are out of it. I'm not going to say the Blackhawks. I'll just go with the Guardians. Not the Guardians. Damn, that's baseball. What's the other team that moved from Cleveland, the hockey team?
You talking about the isn't it
They moved.
the
Las
Vegas
Vegas
the Vegas
Knights?
team?
Columbus. No, Columbus. The Columbus
The
Knights,
Blue
right?
Jackets. The
Columbus.
Blue Jackets.
The Blue Jackets.
No,
Okay, yeah.
Vegas.
No, that's Vegas. No, the Blue Jackets.
He's talking about the Columbus team.
Yes, the Columbus.
Blue Jackets, they're called.
Yeah, the Columbus Jackets.
Not
They moved around a lot in hockey. I lost track.
not in the top 10.
All right, no top 10 for Columbus. All right, I was trying to pick a small market team, but
Or
about
the
the Avalanche?
neither the
we'll
Vegas
go with the
team is in.
Avalanche. Why not the Avalanche? They're close ties to Coors and all
Well,
that.
if you're
place,
trying to
you know?
go small market crypto, go with the St. Louis Blues.
No,
Yeah.
not in the top 10.
But see, Carolina. I mean, not Carolina, but so the Avalanche is not in there neither. Huh? I'm surprised.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Well, Las Vegas.
I'm lost. Las
Yeah,
Vegas.
Las
Yeah,
Vegas
that's a
not in
good
there.
guess, Mr. Paul.
Not in the top
That's a good
10.
guess.
Grumpy, what's good, man? Can you hear me?
What's up, Grumpy?
Yeah, I can't hear Grumpy.
Man, we in
Yeah,
for it tonight.
yes, sir. Mr. Paul, what's up? Ali,
What's up?
Grumpy here tonight.
what's going on?
Shake, are we
What's up,
gonna have to
Grumpy?
get out the bowl of green juice for Grumpy? Does he have to drink from the bowl of green juice or what?
What
Color.
is that? What is that? Salsa verde? No, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
No, what was the green
No, it's
salsa? What was the green
No, it's
salsa
from
that
it's
they
from
used to have
Revenge
at
of the
Taco
Nerds,
Bell?
Tom. It's from
Taco Bell.
Revenge of the Nerds, man.
How you
It's the
doing?
nerd
Color?
initiation. What's up, man?
Man, chilling, bro. How you been, man? It's been a long time. Ali, especially
Grumpy's
you,
up at
man.
night. Good day, yeah.
Yeah, man. I've been kind
Well, I
of
see
busy
you
with
here.
stuff. Mm-mm.
Ali's,
No, it's all good. It's all
Ali's
good.
been knocking out his college shows.
Yeah, I've been kind
Yeah.
of trying to focus on that to keep up my mind off of shit. Life sucks, man.
Oh
I'm-
yeah, Ali. We don't have to get into all that, but you know, I think I understand what you're talking about. So you're in my thoughts, man.
Thanks, man. We'll talk about it later. We can talk backstage about it.
All right, cool.
Edmonton Oilers, right? Is that the one you're talking about, Crypto?
Edmonton.
Edmonton Oilers?
No, that
Right?
was the Canadian team that moved. No,
Okay.
not Edmonton. No.
So-
That was the original
Sabres?
Canadian team. It would be the Toronto Maple Leafs. I would guess that's one
All right,
of
so
those
let
other
me
Canadian teams.
let me give you the top 10 real quick. Let me go through the top 10.
Sabres.
Hey,
Hey, you're-
hold on
Neighbors?
before you go
You're-
there. Hey, what's up, Crypto? What's up, bro?
Yeah, what's up, Grumpy?
You want to give it a shot, Grumpy? The top 10 richest hockey owners.
Say the New York Rangers since nobody else did.
Nah, bro, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna do that shit.
Dallas
Yeah.
Stars. Say Dallas Stars.
You
I
have
don't
to name
know.
both of your
I
teams.
never
in.
gave
You have to
my,
name the
I never
Islanders
gave my
too.
list.
I'm just
Yeah.
guessing.
Yeah,
I don't know
Talk
much
never
about-
gave his two, and
I don't
Mr.
know
Falk
much about
needs to
hockey.
give two.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Polk. Tom, go ahead.
What's that?
I think Mr. Polk gave one team. He gave the
No,
Vegas.
I mentioned the Avalanche and the Sabres, but I don't know much about hockey.
Sabres, yeah. Okay. Philadelphia Stars, isn't the Stars in Philadelphia?
No, they're
No,
the.
I think that's the Dallas Stars.
Dallas
What about
Stars.
what?
What's Philadelphia?
Yeah, they moved from
No.
Minnesota. Yeah, that's another
What
team.
All right,
about
Mr. Polk.
Anaheim
Go ahead.
Ducks?
Anaheim Ducks. Yeah, we said those. That's number one.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you said, Shake?
All right, go ahead,
Oh,
Mr. Polk. Give you two. Give you two teams real quick.
No, I
He said the Avalanche and the Avalanche and who else was it, Mr. Paul?
said,
Buffalo.
That's
Yeah, Avalanche is number 3.
I said the Avalanche.
Oh yeah,
What
yeah. Number 3.
That was one of my teams. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Wow, that was number 3. Whoa.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Chris.
No, you said the two teams in the final, right? I thought you said the teams were in there.
One of them. No, one of the teams. Carolina, the one that won it.
Yeah.
And the Avalanche was the other one.
Okay.
Oh, Carolina
cool. Yeah, so
won.
three.
I haven't been paying attention. Carolina won.
Yeah, the Hurricanes.
No, it was 2. Oh yeah, Carolina won the cup.
Carolina won.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so 3. Yeah.
Everybody's ending
I
droughts.
like how it's like all these teams that have never really won before that are winning.
Yeah, they're ending droughts and stuff.
You know, and same
It's a
with
sign for the
basketball
Dolphins.
too. Same with basketball too. Like
Yep,
so now
they're on
that, was
number
this
53.
7? Yeah. So yeah, we don't have to get too far off topic, but yeah, I
Yeah.
like it. It's nice. It's
Parity
nice.
has arrived.
It's
Yeah,
well,
I think the worldwide
honestly,
connections have helped the hockey league, Tom.
Well, I think it's really,
You know what
I think it's healthy for sports way more
Have
than
a
like
different champion
dynasties.
every year.
At
Right.
this point,
Well,
dynasties are
Tonk,
like,
I think the paradigm shift into global expansion that has allowed different sports leagues to tap so much more talent, I think has helped hockey immensely in that regard. Like it,
Let me set it for
other teams are able to
I can
build good
imagine,
teams.
Northern Europe.
Right, you never know who's going to
Yeah.
be next year's champion. So right now, since the Knicks won, they're guaranteed not to make it next year, based on the latest
But
trends.
it even has an effect on how many American kids grow up interested in hockey too. If they're talking to a bunch of groups online that are into it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you ain't gonna worry about it, Shake. They won't be champions next year.
I'll say at least a couple. I'll say at least 2 of the teams that are some of the richest might be maybe the original 6. Hockey.
Boston, Toronto, and
By the way,
Edmonton. And,
Well, that's pretty much who it is. Boston was number 7.
Shout out
was
to
7.
Boston.
Shout out to Craig.
New York.
Sebring.
So it's New York. Wasn't it Chicago?
Hey, shout out to Craig Sebring real quick.
Chicago
with $5
Well,
donation.
No,
they wasn't in the top.
Hey, Gam, can you hear me?
Hold on, guys. We got bills to pay.
Oh, my bad.
Shake trying to talk.
Even though we lost to Carolina, give me Vegas. Being that you put a super chat on it, spoiler alert. Vegas is 25, right? 25 owner at 1.6 billion.
Well, he lost all his money at the casino playing blackjack. He don't have time to make money on sports.
So the highest position left that we haven't guessed, I think, is number 5, right?
Yeah, because we got you got.
I'm gonna put whoever, like, I think maybe the New York Rangers there. Shape.
New York Rangers.
Yeah, totally understandable why the Vegas team is not in there.
They're close in proximity, but no, they're not. The Rangers.
Well,
They're number 6, aren't they? They're number 6, aren't they?
Top 10, right?
No, he's talking about proximity to the team. He's talking about the Islanders. Then will be the other team.
So, did anybody say the Panthers?
New York
They're in the top 10.
I said it early on, Ali, just to throw it out there because it's Florida.
They're number 9. That's 62 points.
But what about Philadelphia? Doesn't Philadelphia?
Wait, who's number 9?
The Florida Panthers.
The Panthers.
And yes, Philly has the Flyers, by the way.
Wait a minute, y'all talking about hockey or what?
Yes.
Hockey, yeah.
Yeah.
The owner of the Panthers is 9th richest in the league.
And that means Tampa Bay should not be too far behind. The Rays should be
right. Probably 8th.
Not in the top 10.
Lightning, I mean the Lightning.
Not in the top 10. Okay. 11th?
The Lightning is down there, huh? They still pitching pennies down there, huh?
Yeah.
Man, that's because Lewis ain't become owner yet, man.
Pigeon Penny's at number 15.
I'm gonna guess that the Buffalo fake swords are in that top 10.
The fake swords.
They're number 8.
The cardboard swords. Yes.
Fake
They're number 8.
Fake sword.
The saber rattlers. That's what they are, Ali. They just
they're
saber
number 8
rattlers.
actually. They're number 8.
The Buffalo
That's
Saber
funny.
Rattlers. I like
They
that
just-
one. Yeah.
They're the saber rattlers. That's what they are.
The saber rattlers.
We still talking hockey,
Yes.
Crypto, or did we move on to football?
That's what I'm there.
Yeah, so all right, here's the top 10. So it's number 1 is Anaheim Ducks, Henry with 19.7. Number 2 is the Los Angeles Kings with 19.4. Colorado comes in at 3 with 18
Curious.
even.
Mhm.
Number 4 is the San Jose Sharks at 15.2. Hasso Plattner. The New Jersey
Southwest
Devils
Texas.
at 5. Josh
Ah, New
Harris.
Jersey.
Devils.
I didn't know New
Devils.
Jersey had a team. I was on the right
That's what I
track with
forgot
New
about the
York. but
Devils.
I-
So they got 3.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So New York's got 3 hockey teams. I just thought
Pretty
about
much.
that. Wow.
Yep. Sabres.
Pretty much.
Right.
Well, they got 3 football teams.
4. They got actually have 4. I forgot the Sabres, the Islanders, the freaking
Right.
Devils, and the Rangers. They got 4.
Right. Yep.
They
All right.
got 4 teams.
All right. Number 6 is the Winnipeg Jets.
Winnipeg. Oh my
Mm.
God.
Number 7, Christopher Litch, Detroit Red Wings at number
Winnipeg.
7.
How did I forget about Winnipeg?
Uh,
That's one of those small little ancient places
Winnipeg
in Canada.
Jets, David
That's off on
Thomas
their own,
at
right?
7.7.
But they love hockey in Canada, Crypto. I mean, that's
Yeah,
what-
that's true. Right.
Number 7 is Detroit. Number 8 is Terry Paluga at Sabres. Number 9, the Florida Panthers, which, by the way, now we all know of. Ross and the Miami Dolphins are in number 7. The Heat are 10. The Panthers are not at 9 in their perspective, and the freaking the Florida Marlins are at 29. So
29.
tell you.
Damn.
No,
They
there's no-
separated by miles.
Can you look something up for me? Can you look this up,
That's
Shane?
because Why Not Zinga gave it up. That's why.
What's up?
That's why.
What hockey team is the most valuable hockey team? Not the most richest owner, but the most valuable team. I'm going to take a guess just because
The
the
Rangers.
whole country loves this team. I'm going to take a guess that it's the Maple Leafs.
Okay,
That's
let me
my
see.
guess.
No, I'm going to say the Rangers. Based
Okay.
on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to the fact that the whole country of Canada roots for Toronto. I'm going to say it's the Maple Leafs, I bet.
It could be. You got a good point where the whole country's backing them. But what about the other teams like Vancouver, the Canucks?
Hey, maple syrup is delicious.
Maple.
Oh man, don't say that. I want me some pancakes. so bad.
I want to know what the answer is. Though. Any guesses, though, before he gives it out? Just curious.
I'm going to
I'm
go
with
with the
Crypto. I'd say the
Blackhawks.
Rangers.
The Rangers, yeah.
Maple
Yeah.
Leafs. I guess and say the Maple.
I'm going to say it's all on Wall Street, Ali. It's all on Wall Street. It's the Rangers.
Wait a minute. We got 4 New York teams. Got to be one of them. One of them should be.
Oh, I'm going downtown Manhattan where they play in the Garden, so I got to go where they go. You know what I'm
I
saying?
changed from the Maple Leafs.
I
to the
thought
Rangers.
about that too, but I just think a whole country, I mean, I guess there's other Canadian teams, but I still think Toronto probably
All
is one
right.
of the most valuable.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I'm going with the Rangers.
All right. I have the top 10 here.
It's probably some small team.
Right, I have the top 10, and crypto. Mr. Polk, you got number 2. The New York Rangers is number
What, the
2.
Rangers? That
Yep.
was just
Yeah.
it.
Wow.
Everybody
And
said
and
that. Yeah, that's
you're right. Valued at $4.3 billion. The Toronto Maple Leafs are the
Holy shit, I was right.
I'm gonna guess the Blues crack the top 10, dude.
The whole
The most
nation's behind the
valuable?
Maple Leafs, huh?
Nope.
Are the Blues even there still? I don't even know if they're still around.
Bruins is number
What do you
6.
mean they're still around? Are you kidding
What
me?
is
They
that?
won
What is-
the cup twice in the last 10 years,
Hey,
dude.
the Bruins are 6.
Oh, you said Bruins. I thought you meant the St. Louis Blues or whatever they're called.
St. Louis Blues. That is what I said. The Blues.
Oh no, but no, you said the
What
Bruins.
about-
The Bruins are 6
twice in the last.
Hey,
10
by the way,
years.
Crypto Blackhawks are 7.
Okay. There's 7. How much money they were? How much do I need to put down as a down payment
It's
to buy them?
2.5 billion, 2.75
And
billion.
Ali, since they lost the
2.75, I
Rams,
needed-
dude,
All right,
the Blues have almost become as special to the St. Louis citizens as the Cardinals, dude. Like they love the fucking Blues. Man.
Well, Shake, I'm gonna need you to spot me about 2.4, and I'll cover the rest.
All right.
And we can own the Hawks.
All right.
And make sure you get it to me Make sure you get it to me by Friday. Friday is my birthday, so get it to me by Friday. I'm trying to make the purchase.
So, all right, let's finish here real quick. Florida Panthers at 9, and number 10, the Edmonton Oilers at $6 billion.
Wayne Gretzky team. All right.
Edmonton Oilers. Yeah, I forgot about
So
that.
now the Jeremy Jacobs, the Bruins, he's at 11. The Nashville Predators, which nowadays with today's climate doesn't sound like a good team anymore, at 5.1. Dallas Stars is at 5.1 at 13. Seattle Karens. Is that how you pronounce the name? The Karens?
The Karens? Wait a minute. Damn, they got the Karens. They renamed the team the Karens. Damn. Oh.
K-Rain or whatever.
K-Rain.
18, number 15, Minnesota Wild. Number 16.
Oh, man, that's where they were, the Wild. Whoa, the Wild went from down. Wait, they done moved like 5 different times from 2 different states. So that's the team I was thinking about.
That's
the Wild.
A hockey team?
Yeah, Minnesota Wild, yeah.
Good grief.
Because they was, I think they was in Tennessee at one point.
I can't stand teams that name themselves after an abstract idea. I can't stand that, bro.
I think
one of the reasons I don't like the Heat.
I think.
But no, Color. You got to remember, Vegas should have been called the Wild. Remember, they played a wild card.
There's another team that moved. There's another team that moved from Arizona, in the middle of nowhere, but fuck Egypt State called Utah. Those Diamondbacks or whatever.
Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
And the
Mammoth. They still have the Diamondback baseball team.
I think they do.
The Diamondbacks are still there.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Because
they moved
Utah has their, or Colorado has the Rockies. The Rockies and the Diamondbacks came in at the same time.
Where did the Diamondbacks move to?
No, they still in Phoenix. They still in
They changed the name. They changed the name in Utah, by the way. They changed the name. It's now the Mammoths.
The Mammoth. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What, Arizona? You talking about
Do they have mammoth fossils in Utah? Is that why?
Yeah, in the Wasatch Mountains. Yeah. Oh yeah, they got
there's a place. There's a place called Dinosaur that's near that's in Utah, right at the Colorado border. That's got a big freaking wall.
I've been there. I've been.
They out outside of Provo.
Okay, I'll have to check that
out. A lot of fossils.
You've been to that paleontological center there at Dinosaur where they got the big carve out of the rock with all the fossils still in it.
No, I didn't go to that.
Dude, they got basically to preserve instead of digging out these bones that surfaced. And all they did was they built the whole complex around the big fucking piece of rock that's got all the dinosaur bones in it, dude.
Yo, so that's what they did.
The visitor complex is built around the shit.
Ali, if you like anything that has to do with paleontology, and that's super easy to look at. Damn it, man! I didn't know you were super. Did you? Hopefully, did you go to the L.A. Brea tar pits?
Yes, I actually was going to bring that up. I did go to the tar pits. That was pretty cool.
And by the way, this is a three-way. This is a three-way interest, Ali. So if you do want to go to the tar pits, I'm ready to join you, man.
No, you can see where they're actually digging up the bones of mammoth. I don't know if that exact pit. But no, they had.
Smilodons,
I saw it.
stuff like that.
In one little pit. They had a saber-tooth tiger. They had American lions. They had American lions.
Oh,
Wow.
my son is really into dinosaurs, so for him, I would definitely take him for sure.
All right, so let me finish this list, and then we could jump on to other subjects real quick.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So 16 is the Calgary Flames at 3.3. 17 is the Vancouver Canucks, whatever.
Canucks
at 3.3. His name is Francisco Agoli, whatever the hell you pronounce that. Number 18 is Ted Leonosis at 3.1 billion. Washington Capitals. Larry Tannenbaum at 2.8 with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Ryan Smith with the Utah Mammoths that we were just talking about at 2.6. Mark Lipschultz with the Tampa Bay Lightning at 21, 2.2. The New York Rangers at 22 with 2 billion even. Pittsburgh Penguins at 2 billion. Montreal Canadiens at 1.8. Vegas Golden Knights at 25. Bill Foley 1.6. 26 is the Philadelphia Flyers at 1.6. Danny Wiltz, Chicago Blackhawks 1.5. Tom Dundon, Hurricanes at 1.5. Tom Stillman with the St. Louis Blues at 1.47. John Scott and John Leckie, the Dickey, and Scott Mulliken at 1.4 with the New York Islanders. At 31 is the Iowa Senators at 1.2, and coming in last is the Columbus Blue Jackets at 1.1. So there you go. The owners
never heard of any of these
the franchises. I never heard of these teams.
They've completely changed the entire NHL, man.
Yeah,
it's a complete overhaul. It's like everybody's in different states with different names, different cities. I think
all these gimmicky names, all these gimmicky names, Crypto, like we're in some kind of bad B movie or something, you know?
They kind of had to because I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to sports rankings like leagues in the United States. So NFL's still leading, obviously. And then you have like the NBA. But NHL was dropping to like fourth in fifth. MLS has gained a lot of ground. So that's kind of why they had to kind of revamp hockey in a sense. Even though it's a world sport, it was losing ratings. It's still kind of losing ratings now, to be honest.
Baseball's in a class of its own, Ali. It's always number 5. It's never worse and never better.
There's really nothing you can do with baseball, to be honest.
It's always average.
If you go to the game, baseball's only good
it's
when
not leaving, but it's not. It's not leaving, but it's not advancing either. It's just sitting there.
Yeah, but hockey has been gaining a lot of ground. I do see more hockey fans more. So that is good. They are rebounding, but they needed to do something, to be honest.
These baseball franchises are on like 20-year plans, Ali. Every one of them, you know. So it's like the league would have to, like, the whole world would have to implode for baseball to go bye-bye.
Like I said, Color, going to the game,
but it doesn't ever advance. It's not like it ever gets more popular. You know what I mean? It just sits there.
It's just
it's the whole nature of the sport, Ali. It's average. You know what I mean? That's what the sport is.
See, I think the reason
about the sport.
The thing is, I think the reason leagues like NFL, NBA, I'll even say MLS or even hockey, the NHL. I think the reason they're surpassing baseball is those are sports that you can pick up on your phone and watch on the go. You can do that with baseball too, But baseball, it's like
it's not going anywhere. Who cares if you lose because your team's on a 20-year plan?
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Baseball fans have been trained a long time ago to trust the process, Ali. They're like a bunch of cattle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
No, I'm not trying to offend baseball fans. It's just the way the nature of the sport. It's average. Everything is 30%. You know, ain't nobody better than 30%.
You know what? I'll go ahead and offend baseball fans. Major League Baseball and baseball just sucks. A bunch of old guys sitting there trying to hit a ball with a stick. And no, I'm just kidding. Fucking around.
Well, to be honest with you, that's why I like
that's blasphemy, Ali. It's America's pastime.
But that's precisely why I like the Latin and the Portuguese influence, dude. Because these guys, you know, they'll flip bats, they'll flip each other off, they'll do whatever they got to, man, to get excited. You know, I like it.
Yeah,
like the World Baseball Classic is really fun to watch, bro. It's like watching a real sport again. Like people that care about winning, and you know.
I get you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know.
I think the pace of the game is really
people south of the equator just get excited or just way more competitive and like in that sport. You know what I mean?
By the way, one thing I'm not a big baseball fan, but I am glad that they add the pitch clock in now, where the pitcher has to. I
haven't watched anything since they started that shit.
Yep, the pitch clock really speeded up.
What is
the other thing they do? The other thing they do is in overtime, when they go into extra innings, they automatically place somebody at second base.
What is that series that they have where they have the countries play like Cuba, Puerto Rico, and stuff like that? You know,
that's the World Classic, the World Baseball Classic. It's the World Baseball Classic.
That to me is more exciting because I actually watched that on TV and the fans are going nuts.
Right, you might see a fight.
Yeah,
it's like hockey version of baseball, bro.
I actually
Dominican Republic. I think Dominican Republic was in like the Final Four or the finals. I can't remember.
Dominican Republic. Yeah, they
right.
Yep.
And the tough thing is, so some of the guys from our majors will play in that league because a lot of our guys are from that area, right? So, but the problem they face, it's kind of like there's only about 25 of them that go down there and play because a lot of these franchises up here are like, no. And they're under contract and stuff, so they can't take a risk for injury and all that. So they're not allowed to go down there. So it's really cool when like Yadier Molina is playing for, you know, his home country. You know what I mean? And it's like you can really see his personality come out in his game, bro. You know what I mean? That stuff's great, dude. I love it. All them guys. You know, they don't have a bunch of old farts going, oh, my God, he flipped the bat. How dare him? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I flipped the bat. I just hit a home run on your ass. You know what I mean? That's what I expect out of a competitor. It's like I just
strike him out. He won't flip the bat.
Exactly.
If you strike him out and send him back to the dugout, he don't have a chance to flip the bat.
Exactly. You don't like that. Put the ball past my bat.
So are you saying people were actually complaining because somebody was flipping a bat? Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's very common in baseball in the majors in America for people to get all upset when people do anything. It's like a bunch of people in suits playing a sport. If you know, it's like being in an office, in an office environment. You can't just be kind of yourself. You know what I mean? And it really is like that. They'll harp on it for weeks in the media about somebody flipping a bat or smirking at somebody the wrong way or chirping in the dugout, whatever it is, man. And that's when you'll see like a pitcher hitting a guy with a pitch, and they can't tell whether it's purposeful or not, you know, and all that shit. But man,
I was gonna say that because remember Mark from Bill's Mafia. I remember he used to come on. He used to come in all the time and would complain about the players dancing and celebrating touchdowns.
Yeah,
he wants them to hand them the ball.
Nobody likes that in baseball,
huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In baseball, it's even worse. Nobody likes that in baseball, bro. These old traditional heads, they'll start. Oh God, dude, it's so ridiculous sometimes, man. It's like,
here's the thing, though.
Yeah,
Here's
they just overboard.
They did that.
I
They
ignore
took
'em.
away. If you guys remember, we had a whole season where there was no celebration allowed in the touchdown end zone, and
the NFL started adopting that.
The fans hated it. They hated it.
I mean, look,
Mark is
I
out.
understand you.
I like the end zone.
But Ali, I understand. I understand. I understand people getting aggravated with excessiveness. I mean, we are trying to watch a sport and move on with the game. But these guys that are like, oh my God, he flipped the bat and looked at the pitcher with a nasty look. They'll spend a week on that shit in baseball. It's like,
well, there's nothing else to talk about in baseball. That's how boring it is. No offense.
Exactly. It goes nowhere.
Only time baseball is good is when they have $1 a night when beer and hot dogs are $1. That's the only time it's good.
Wait, that's every night in Ali. That's every night in Atlanta.
Sure, you have to be at the game watching baseball, dude. It's just the only way to experience that sport and enjoy it. Because when somebody hits a home run, I realized one time at Busch Stadium, somebody hit a home run, and it was like, I'm sitting there, and I have my mom with me. It's the first time she's ever been to a baseball game. And, like, when that home run got hit, dude, from our vantage point in our seats, you could see kind of the whole stadium. And it was like the whole stadium lit up like a pinball machine, bro, when that happened. And I realized it, and I watched my mom, like, her eyes, like, lit up. Like, she really enjoyed the whole spectacle, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm just thinking, that's it. That's what the point of taking your kids and all that. That's what this is. And I thought it was cool. I'm like, it was like, but that's the way to enjoy that sport, dude. It's the only way. TV just don't do that, man. If you're trying to watch it on TV and they're stopping people from celebrating and flipping bats, then it's just going to be boring as all hell, man. I mean, the flipping the bats and all that, that's the TV version of what you're seeing at the stadium with the pinball machine lighting up when somebody hits a home run. When you're sitting on your couch, I want to experience something like that too. So that would be like somebody flipping a bat or celebrating. I mean, I don't see a problem with it, dude. I don't know why people get all up arms about people.
Yeah, that's Mr. Polk that's complaining about it all the time, right, Mr. Polk?
Damn, Mr. Polk getting thrown on the bus.
My complaint is I'm not seeing enough fighting in hockey.
Can we change
exactly? Isn't that what they're supposed to do?
Football topic I want to talk about.
So, as we do every year, I can't do. We're not gonna do it this, but yeah, I'll hold off on the topic because there's too many people to do it. But I do have some things that I also want to bring up real quick. Some memes that I want.
What are you talking about? The Pick'em sake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see.
No, we could dedicate a show to it, like you just start at the top and do it.
Of course, we've seen the new Madden cover, which is awesome. The Miami Dolphins wide receiver room. Y'all seen that one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's his name on that too? Was our offensive lineman? It should be an offensive lineman in there too, right?
So, am I right? Was it Caleb Williams on the cover of Madden this year?
It's that's Beetlejuice, Drewski, Steve Urkel.
Yeah, Caleb Williams is on the cover, but that's the Who Cares edition. Now the spicy edition was.
When did they ever put somebody that hasn't done anything on the cover, dude?
So let's talk about the Minnesota. Is there a curse in Minnesota?
I don't care. They think he's a moneymaker.
Is there a curse in Minnesota?
For which sport?
It doesn't matter because
all sports.
Well, yes, there is. Because if you're saying it doesn't matter what sport, then yes, there is.
So because Minnesota, the University of Minnesota, they're not they're not even in like college football. They're like in what? They play like North Dakota and shit.
leads the
Look at
20
this.
win
Look
the
at
World
these. Look at
Series.
these.
Yeah, every sport
Oh
pretty
no,
much.
hold on. Are they in?
Minnesota's in the Big Ten. What are you talking about, bro?
They
Well,
are.
Yeah.
Can I just say? Can I just say? I really want to
Minnesota
impress
is
upon
cursed.
you guys. I really want to impress upon you guys that this is not a political statement, but Minnesota is cursed, and it has to do with the fact that they are the only state who did not vote for Ronald Reagan in either of his landslides. The only one. Even Illinois voted for Reagan in one of the landslides.
Even Seattle.
Well, the opposite was
Washington
true in.
State. Yes, he even won California
Well, the opposite was
in
true
one of
in
his landslides, bro. New York, Massachusetts, Minnesota is the only state that voted against him.
Well, I think it was the
landslides.
Timberwolves. Hold on a second. So I'll
Lyndon Johnson won a landslide too. I think he only lost one state.
But hold on.
And it was probably Minnesota.
Yes, I'm starting to because
I don't know if it was Minnesota. I think it was Massachusetts or something.
Let me make a couple of points. So they had Brett Favre light it up and they didn't win. Then they had Sam Darnold light it up and they didn't win. And they had another quarterback light it up before Sam Darnold. What's his name?
Peterson had pretty good the year too.
And then
there.
what's his fucking even Kirk Cousins. Even Kirk Cousins lit it up in fucking Minnesota. But
Sam Darnold had a real good year with them. I think he won like 14 games.
And then, so if the Timberwolves, because
he did. They lost 4 Super Bowls, Mr. Polk. You're right.
Look, with the NBA having all these different teams winning now, if the Timberwolves don't win with this nice streak going, then yeah, they do have a curse because the Timberwolves have been in the playoffs for a while now, getting to the second round, things of that nature.
Even the third round. They went to the championship last year in the Western Conference Championship.
Exactly.
They've gotten farther.
They regressed this season, but and then because the football team, the Minnesota Vikings, they just keep making stupid ass decisions and they don't have a baseball team. And they don't,
see, the hockey team ran out of town twice.
Who do they have for hockey?
They got the Wild.
Listen, so I think
some other
the
team had to come
Dolphins
there.
So if you see this trend, I think the Dolphins need to trade for either Justin Jefferson or McCarthy. I think that's here.
No, McCarthy trash. Yep. And if you really look at that's a great subject. Let's get on that right now. Hold
on. Actually, no, real quick. Ali, hold on.
Kidding, bro. That's how bad they are.
Anyway, I was gonna get on another topic.
Okay, that's fine. Keep going.
Yeah, the Washington Nationals. Ran into the wall.
What's the topic, boss?
So one last thing.
The fever. That's what it is. Okay, go ahead. My bad.
We'll get to the topic I want to talk about real quick. Can anybody guess the top running backs of 2002?
Eddie George.
Marshall Faulk.
Marshall
I want to say
2002.
Eddie George, was he there? I don't know. Eddie George was on the cover that year.
No, this is 2002, by the way.
I would say Ronnie Brown. Lamar Smith.
LaDainian Tomlinson is number 2 with 1,600 yards.
I'd say Michael.
Oh, I should know this. It's what's his name from the Kansas City? Priest Holmes.
Oh, Michael.
Priest Holmes is number 3 with 1,600.
Henry, was it Travis?
Yeah, I won what you call it. That was my guy in fantasy that year. I remember I was playing in fantasy that
Henry playing back then.
Who?
Travis Henry.
Travis Henry. He's not on the list.
I'm gonna say Eddie George. Eddie George.
I said Eddie George. I said him.
Not on the list.
I say Lamar. I'm saying Lamar Smith. I'm going out on a limb. A homer pick.
You're saying Travis Henry is not on the list.
Wait, Travis Henry is on the list. He's number 5.
Bernie Palmer.
1,400. 1,400.
How about the bus?
The bus. Yeah,
Jerome Bettis.
Not on the list.
What about
he was later? He was later.
What about Bernie Parmalee?
No.
I don't know, man. 2002, I was doing a lot of different shit besides watching football.
So, all right, let me give you the top 10 real quick then.
What year?
Number
A little
one.
too early for Ricky Williams.
Yeah, Ricky Williams is number one with 1,800.
Oh, damn. That must have been his rookie year with the Saints or something, bro.
No, that was with the Miami Dolphins. 2002.
Yeah, he played with us in the early 2000s.
Hey, Shake,
He was already with us in 02 because we didn't win the division with him on the team
Until 08.
08.
Yeah, we didn't win till like.
Yeah, but remember that was after. Listen, but wait a minute. That was after he smoked weed and was with Ronnie Brown.
He went on his.
We were focusing on Ronnie Brown, right? Ricky Williams was a supplement, right?
He went on his Bob Marley tour.
What about Priest Holmes?
His name still got on my coffee cup, Shake.
He said, we said, so all right, here we go. Number one is Ricky Williams. Number two, LaDainian Tomlinson. 3, Priest Holmes. 4, Clinton Portis. 5, Travis Henry. 6, Deuce McAllister. 7, Tiki Barber.
Deuce McAllister.
8, Jamal Lewis. 9, Fred Taylor. And at number 10, Corey Dillon. So, all right, check this out.
9, Fred Taylor, that might have been the year, isn't that? No, 2000 was the year, or 99 was the year that he put a hurting on us in the playoffs. Dan Marino's last game.
Fred Taylor. That was Jacksonville, right? Fred Taylor.
Okay. Yep. Pride of Palm Beach County. Fred Taylor, Glade Central Zone.
Is he? We get it.
Love me some Fred Taylor.
All right.
Yeah, he's ours, Mr. Polk. He ain't no Dade boy. Bell Glade.
And a former Florida Gator, by the way. I just want to put that out there. So, what's today's date?
The 21st, June 21st. 6/21.
All right, so I'm going to make some receipts here. I'm going to make a list of receipts here, 6/21. All right, I'm going to create a new banner. Now, here it is. We got Ali. I'm sure you're because I'm sure you covered this story on 4th and 10U. Who is this? The quarterback that's going into the supplemental draft?
Talking about Sorsby?
It said a supplemental draft.
Yeah,
Sorsby, the gamble guy.
Yeah, Sorsby.
Yeah, Sorsby.
All right, so we're going to go around the room.
If they named him the gambler in the NFL, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I'm glad you brought that up because everybody's talking about how if Miami gets him, he's going to be playing in Hard Rock Stadium. He goes, that's too much temptation for him. I said,
God.
Well, think about this. I want you to think about this. Back in '84, there was a quarterback that had a so-called cocaine problem, and what they do, they drafted him to the cocaine capital. So it was fine.
Well, Joe Namath.
You're trying to say, Steve?
Joe Namath has a gambling problem also.
Who?
Joe Namath.
Oh yeah. Oh, so did Pete Rose.
Well, that's baseball.
Yeah. Did they not just reinstate him finally so he could get in the Hall of Fame?
I do have a question.
I don't know if they reinstated him. They may have, but I don't know if they qualified him to make it to the Hall.
I think they're really close, bro.
I think
they should have been, yeah.
I think they did something that allows him to make the Hall of Fame. They did something
he could participate in like.
Well, it's totally personal between whoever the commissioner was at the time and him, because plenty of people have done worse and didn't get banned from baseball for life. I mean,
right?
Come on.
I have a question for you guys because this came up on 4th and 10U's most recent episode about the Brendan Sorsby deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys think that sports betting should be allowed at all when it comes to either pro, college, doesn't matter if you're a semi-professional athlete or whatever, should it be allowed no matter what?
I don't even think their family should be able to gamble. Should be able to bet.
Well, the reason I'm asking it, right, is if you don't know, though the NCAA and the NFL and all these leagues, we'll just say the leagues, right? Though the leagues are handing out penalties, like who was the wide receiver from Georgia that they gave a 1-year ban to, and then he went to Jacksonville for a hot minute.
That was a big guy. He was a star, dude.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
It was good.
So when you look at that, right? Do you guys know? I don't know if you guys know this, but the league benefits off of sports betting. So in my opinion, they're kind of double dipping. Not only are they punishing people for sports betting, right? But they're also making money off of it. I don't think.
Yeah, but they're making money. But they're making money off of. But they're making money off of us gambling, Ali. Not.
No, they're making money off of everybody. It doesn't make a difference.
I understand. I understand. But
my point is, hold on. Let me get my point off. Then you can tell me.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, my point is that I don't think that they should have a right to punish players for sports betting, right? If they're going to sit there and benefit off of it on top of it, right? That's where I'm at.
Let me know when you're done, because I honestly think you're making a categorical error, Ali. You're making a categorical error, and I'm not trying to. It's just my opinion. But what I'll back it up by saying this: the reason that they punish players for gambling is completely separate from their enterprise of making money. They would be making money the same way whether the players were gambling or not. Their interest in banning the players from gambling has to do with the integrity and allowing them to have the platform they do to make all that money off of it. Because if the players were allowed to gamble, if the players were allowed to gamble, it would jeopardize the entire trust system of gambling and in the league, and we would know right away, and the amount of money the league would make off of gambling would drop through the floor because nobody would bet on it.
All right, so here's the thing, though. Here's the thing: you can throw that integrity bullshit argument out the door.
That's not a wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. When you have to qualify why it's a bullshit argument, you can't just call it trash bullshit integrity argument. That's not what I made. You're assigning an argument that I wasn't making, bro.
No. I'm talking.
You misunderstood my argument if you think it needs to be thrown out on grounds of integrity.
Caller. I think you're. Let me explain myself.
Well, you started off with a complete insult, dude. I don't know why you had to do that.
Caller, please let me just explain.
Please let you insult me. Go ahead, insult me.
Okay, caller, I wasn't trying to insult
you. Really, bro? I'm not trying to be a dick here, bro, but you started off by insulting me.
Caller, I'm trying to apologize because
I imagine that?
My comment wasn't towards you. It wasn't anything that you said.
It was about my bullshit integrity argument.
Let me know when I can apologize and ask you why it was what I was going to say, please. Let me know when I can do that.
Why don't you apologize without trying to say that you didn't do what you did?
Okay, caller, I'm sorry it hurt your feelings, but that wasn't.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. It didn't hurt my feelings. Trust me, Ali, it didn't hurt my feelings, okay?
God damn, dude.
My feelings because I didn't let it. I stopped you from doing it. That's why it didn't hurt my feelings.
Okay, well, I wasn't intentionally doing it either. And that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm not your bitch.
Finished, and you know that. God damn. What I'm trying to
stop treating me like I'm a fucking baby.
All right, goddamn, dude. Damn.
Stop treating me like I wouldn't be, like I'm being abnormal or something. You started off by insulting my argument.
You always think it's about you. That's the problem, Color. You always think it's about you. It wasn't about you. It wasn't intended to hurt your feelings. God damn.
You started off by insulting my fucking argument. So I stopped you. It has nothing to do with being about me.
The world revolves around you. Yep. That's exactly what it is.
Revolve around me. That's right. My world doesn't revolve around me. You're correct.
Okay. All right. Let me know when you're done.
I'm not going to stand here and be insulted by another fucking man.
Well, I wasn't insulting you. You just took it that way.
You did.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry you feel that way.
I don't give a fuck if you're sorry I felt that way. That's what the fuck you did.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bro. I really don't. All right?
I know you don't. That's your fucking problem. That's your fucking problem. That's your fucking problem. You claim to be people's friends, but don't give a fuck about what they say or feel.
No,
so go fuck yourself.
Because, bro, you automatically think it was an insult to you. Had you let me finish, it wasn't at all, bro. It had nothing to do with you.
I make the point in an argument, and your first statement is that argument needs to be thrown out the window on its grounds.
Making it. Yeah. And I was talking about everybody in general.
So how the fuck was it not about me? So how the fuck was it not about me?
Because it's about everybody, not you.
You're a child, dude. You're a fucking child, bro.
You're a fucking crybaby. Yes. That's what you are.
That's right. I'm a crybaby.
You're about everything. Anytime anybody.
Yeah, that's right.
Anything,
that's right.
Or doesn't like you.
Say everything you feel. Come on. Say everything you feel, Raleigh. Go ahead and say everything you feel. Say everything you feel.
I am. I have.
Yeah, that's right.
I just did.
That's right. That's right, because you've been lying since I've known you.
I've been lying. Okay.
I wouldn't be a crybaby all the time if I had motherfucking mature people around me instead of people like you.
Every time I turn around and you start a fight with me, bro. Every fucking time. You guys, you know what? This is
color. It's always color. It's always color. I know.
Every fucking time you guys sit here and have to say something and you know, say something that is an insult.
When you insult me, it's going to be... That's right. When you insult me like that, that's what I'm going to fucking do. Why don't you not... You could have said a zillion other ways to start what you said, other than telling me that my fucking take needs to be thrown out the window. So go fuck yourself.
I was talking about the integrity thing because I was about to...
I had nothing to do with what my argument was. So I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about with integrity.
Integrity. You used the word integrity, did you not?
That doesn't mean that was what my whole argument was.
I wasn't arguing about your whole argument. I wanted to talk about integrity, but you didn't let me. You automatically thought I was insulting you or something.
No. But right, could you have left the part out that it was trash and needed to be thrown out the window? Because everything about you is trash. Everything about you is trash. It needs to be thrown out the window.
Color, the thing is, Color, is that my argument had nothing to do with you at all. It didn't.
What I'm saying right now is trash. Everything you're saying right now is trash.
Everybody was arguing. I'm talking about integrity in general.
It's about color. Your color is a crybaby argument is trash and needs to be thrown out the window.
Well, I didn't say that until you start acting like a crybaby.
Until this and that, right.
Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna act like a crybaby, I'm gonna call you a fucking crybaby.
So the next point you ever make, I'm gonna make it the same. I'm gonna return it the same way you did, and we'll see who the fucking crybaby is. You fucking piece of shit.
You're a piece of shit. You're a fucking piece of shit. That's what you are.
Fuck you. You don't know anything about me. You haven't taken the time to learn anything about me.
Either.
You haven't taken the time to learn anything about me.
Right.
You don't know anything about me.
Right. Just keep starting fights for no reason, bro.
Yeah,
just
keep starting fights. Yeah, keep starting fights once a week. That's right. Once a little week for 2 hours. Fuck you, you fucking child.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, you return. You already said that.
All right, so enough of that. What I was trying to ask the panel was in regards
you already said that.
In regards to integrity, they want to argue that this is
threw it out the window. Nobody wants to hear it. You already threw the trash shit out the window. Nobody wants to hear your fucking rebuttal to a trash argument.
Yeah, crybaby, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, crybaby. You might have to come back.
Fuck you. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear that. Say it again. Keep saying it. Keep doing it.
You.
Yep. Yeah. All right. Anyway, what I was trying to ask in regards to the Sorbsy situation, or even in general, they say it takes away from integrity. If the player is not in the game and is not affecting the game, how does it take away from integrity? Please, can someone explain that?
I wasn't talking about the fucking game. I was talking about the sport. I was talking about the betting. I was talking about the betting, not the sport.
Again, if you're betting,
take your trash argument and throw it out the fucking window.
If you're betting
on your trash argument and throw it out the fucking window.
That was the
argument. Take your trash and throw it out the fucking window.
Keep crying, crybaby. I'll get to you later. I don't have time for that right now. So everyone else, in regards to the game, if you're not playing it and you bet on the game, does it take away from the integrity? That was my question.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
You said if you're not playing in that particular game, let's say the Sunday afternoon or whatever time it is, if you're not involved in a game, then no.
No. Yeah, listen. Let's say
because you can't affect the outcome. So how can it affect the integrity?
So let's say, let's say,
you can change the fucking odds. You can change the fucking odds of the fucking bet.
You are partnered up with other people.
No, not if you're not participating. That's I think is what he's saying.
It's called insider fucking knowledge.
Well, so see,
no. He's saying if you personally making a bet, you can't.
If you're betting on a game that you're not playing in, is it taking away from the integrity? Because here's my thing, my
not
argument
for that particular game. No,
if other people know, yes, it does, because other people know you're making that bet.
Well, it would require. Then they have to.
No, they still have to perform.
That's true.
You're not even. See, you see. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I won't cry, Ali. I'll just let you all fucking hear whatever the fuck you want to hear, but you're not hearing what I'm saying.
Go ahead and say what you want to say. I didn't hear what you said there.
I don't think the person's making the bet that's not participating affects it.
If I am a neighbor, if I am that guy's neighbor, okay, I'm going to know he made a large bet. I'm going to know that he has inside knowledge. That's going to change.
He can have all the knowledge, but he is not making an effect on the game.
It's going to change the nature of the odds for everybody involved, bro, because that will happen on a large scale. It already happens in Calci.
He personally
it already is happening in Calci and Poly Market, dude.
So here's my question.
But who cares about
how
that?
How's the neighbor going to find out? What is he going to?
Yeah, how's the neighbor going to find out? Let alone, why didn't they investigate after everyone then?
Okay, how come I don't get a say?
That will become a pump and dump. That's what I'm trying to say. It's already that way, and you want to let that kind of control happen? No way. I don't care.
He's not controlling.
You may not understand what I'm trying to say, but it don't matter. Because I understand what I'm trying to say, and I'll never let it happen. I'll never be for it.
No, as long as you're not playing in the game, then you should be allowed to base any bet.
Exactly.
If you have access to that locker room,
you don't control the outcome.
You should. No. If you have access to that locker room, you are destroying the integrity of the betting system by being allowed to bet.
No, because the other 9 players have to do that.
Can I talk? Can I talk to them?
Mm-mm.
No. What?
And you know, it doesn't have to be him. It could be he could tell his cousin, his brother, his neighbor, his he could tell other people to bet. So it could be compromised that way too.
Yeah, but you can't just transfer money around like that, Shake, without the IRS knowing about it.
Well, he made, but Color, he made 9,000 bets totaling $90,000. So that means it's $10 a bet almost on average. So maybe, as the IRS.
Right. And how much has he earned over his entire lifetime? That's what I'm saying. It's insignificant. That's why I say it's petty.
And
you're taking one case. You're taking one case, and you're saying that. No, but you're taking one case and you're saying that one case in its volume did not have an effect. Okay, but you're also using that one case to say just throw away the rule so it can be upscaled 100,000 times over.
Well, we're just showing one case off the top of our head.
No.
I'm sure there's more other cases.
I understand that, Shake, and that one case that they're using is a case that had no impact. But that's not a reason to take away the rule.
Again, there's probably other reasons they're just using that one.
And I'll say again, as I started off, I believe, Ali, in my opinion, like I said to begin with, that you were making a categorical error.
I get what you're saying, that I'm making a categorical error because you're basing it off of the fact that
it should be a compromise. I think it should be a middle ground.
You guys are saying because this one incident had no impact that all incidents won't. But you're not looking at it in the cumulative.
No, but they have to prove that all incidents made an impact.
They do happen, but if you take away the rule, the cumulative effect would be exponential.
But
that's all hypothetical. They never prove that.
No, it's not.
Color, let me.
I think it's all hypothetical. I think
because there was a scenario where there was integrity of the game being messed up.
Yeah, the manager is making a bet, and he's actively managing a game. Then yes, that's a problem. But if he's a player and he's not playing, then he should be able to make a bet.
Now, listen, if you're saying that, if your argument to me was every case should be looked at on its level and judged and
it should be all case by case,
punished based on its impact on the betting system and the sport, then I would say fair enough. But to take the rule away, just to let it happen.
But it can't be a broad rule saying you just can't do it and not have the nuance involved.
What do you think had more of an impact?
That's something that's a completely different debate.
Color,
but that's the reason why he's banned in the first place.
I'm more amenable to that because I understand the dynamics of not being able to affect shit. You know what I mean?
What is more of an impact to the game? Is one person that is not in the game, not playing in the game at all, and makes a bet on his own team, right? Or a whole team that orchestrated a cheating scandal to steal play call signs to know the play before the play happens. What do you think?
Wholeheartedly agree. And I guarantee you that everybody in that organization made money off betting too.
Was doing.
And I bet you everybody in that organization made money off the betting
the
too.
Astros was doing that, Ali.
The reason I don't like this punishment for Sorsby is the fact that, first of all, you have to prove that it wasn't just him to really affect the game, right? That was number one. They haven't done that at all. And then number two, you gave Michigan basically a slap on the hand, a couple $1 million fine, and you banned a bunch of coaches, right? But you didn't take away scholarships. Really, their programs go.
Yeah, it's uneven. All you're doing is uneven.
What you're doing is to me that's lamenting the fact that you're lamenting the fact that the NCAA operates like a feudalistic system where you can basically pay from a list of, well, if you can afford this, then you can get away with that. Then that's what they do. It's not, that's also a different thing that I would probably march with you on. You know what I mean?
If you're playing in the game, I agree with you. You're affecting the integrity of the game. I agree with that 100% if you're in the game. But if you're not in the game,
that's where I was coming from. If you,
I understand, but that still has to be litigated. That still has to be litigated case by case. That still has to be litigated case by case, and that's where I'll come to the table with both of you on, because you're not gonna tell me that on an exponential scaled level where there is no rule that it'd be worthless for us idiot dumb money to put our money into the betting market. It already is. You know what I mean?
Well, the next one,
and you're talking about look, I put $50 into
Carl Anthony Towns could have betted on it
a couple months ago, Ali, just to try it out, right? All of that is gone, and I'm never going to use Kalshi again because of what I know about how their system works.
Is that true?
Well, they're not considered betting, so they don't fall under the laws of betting, right? So because what you're doing is you're basically trading futures contracts of a topic, which is effectively betting, but they do it like futures contracts. So they're actually regulated by like the SEC and all that, or the futures exchange and commodities and all that, right? And it's not gambling. So they actually have already been on the record because they were called out right away for the fact that can be easily manipulated by insiders, right? And since they're not actually
like a manager, not a player,
right? But since they're not actually governed under the market rules, okay, they don't care, and they actually invite insiders to build positions in their market because that's what starts the position for us to trade.
Interesting.
And as soon as I realized that, I'm like, I'm not putting one more dime into Kelsey, dude, unless I'm going to treat it like another, like I'm going to get into watching charts on it and doing technical analysis and all that. I'm not going to do that. If I'm not going to do that, no, because it's not betting in the traditional sense. It's, and it can be manipulated by insiders. You're talking about putting that into the betting world.
Interesting. Yeah,
because all somebody has to do that's in the locker room is make a couple phone calls to a couple big money players and say, this is where I'm putting my money. Now, they probably already do that, but because of the constraints of the rule and how strict the punishment is, it limits the avenues at which they can do that. And so it will limit the amount that the smart money can control. Because Vegas stands to lose. Vegas makes money off both sides because they strictly regulate the smart money, so that they're the only smart money.
Because I know, like, the reason I asked about if they don't pay out or not, because somebody made the bet on the Supreme Leader and how long he would last, and they didn't pay him the futures or whatever.
Well, I lost all the positions I tried, so I can't tell you if they actually pay out. But I can tell you that as I was holding some of those positions, it would show my balance increasing and all that, and I could have sold those positions before they matured. You know what I mean? Because you can either let them run out like a bet.
That's all it is.
You can either let them run out like a bet, or you can sell, or you can wait till it's like close and everybody's like on board, and it runs up the price right before the event happens, and you can sell all those positions to the dumb money.
Yeah, but it's an options contract, is all it is.
You got to pay it right. You got, like Crypto's saying, you got to get in the weeds and pay attention to the charts on all that. Otherwise, you just treat it like a bet and let them all run their course. You know what I mean? And the contracts mature, which is effectively making the bet. When you're buying a futures contract, you're buying a contract saying that I agree to pay this amount if this or that happens.
Yep.
I have this much stock in this or that happening.
Judgment Day is on Tuesday.
So when Judgment Day comes, I have to own it if it goes against me. I have to now own all those positions. And in something that's abstract, like whether Tulsi Gabbard is going to be the nominee or not, that's an abstract thing. So you end up cash settling it, which is why you lose money or you win money.
Right.
You can't take possession of an idea. You know what I mean? So when it matures.
So, good question. All right.
Yeah.
So here we go. I brought up Scoresby for a reason, right? I want everybody in the room. I'm gonna write it down so I have it here. When it happens, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm making receipts here. So if anybody first, we'll give everybody a chance. Two teams. Everybody pick two teams where you think Scoresby is gonna land. Anybody want to go first?
Hold on. Say that again. That what?
I mean,
Scoresby is going on the supplemental draft. So you guys, anybody take a guess where any of those two teams where he might end up landing, his chances of landing in the supplemental draft?
I'm gonna go ahead and say the Steelers.
Hold on, let me put out input. Hold on, let me put
and my second team I'm gonna go ahead and say it, Minnesota.
Steelers.
I don't know what player that is. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't even know what position he plays. Is he a quarterback?
Quarterback, yes, quarterback.
You talking about the Texas Tech guy?
And
I
just
guess
to give you a history background of it is he had a really
So
spectacular
Yeah,
season
let's
this
get some
season.
context here, Shay.
And
So he's a baller. So he's a baller for quick reference.
he had 1 year where he was really good. He thought about going to the NFL, but decided to transfer to Texas Tech. And everyone expected him to be one of the top QBs in this next draft cycle. Well, it came out that he had a gambling addiction, and he went to rehab and all that. And he was doing everything he can to address his gambling addiction and everything. And the NCAA would not allow to. They basically banned him for the rest of his eligibility, and they wouldn't flip their decision. So he took it to court, won an injunction, and then everybody and their mother, the whole Big 12, the Big 10, Ohio State, Michigan, all these teams came out and said that we're going to sue Texas Tech, or we're going to take Texas Tech off the schedule and all of that. And he finally, Texas Tech and Stormzy came to the decision that if they're going to fight us and take us to court, I might as well just go to the supplemental draft at this point. So, but the thing is,
so where is he from? Where is he from? Like, where did he grow up and all that?
Yeah, let me tell you. He played for Cincinnati last season. I'll tell you his background. Just give me 1 second.
Well, we know Cincinnati don't need him. They got Burrow still.
He is.
Yeah, he won't.
He went to Lake Dallas High School. Let me find out where that is. I think it's Texas. He's a Texas.
Probably boy. Missouri.
Nope. He's from Corinth, Texas. Lake Dallas, Texas, Denton County.
So he's definitely a Texas boy. All right.
Yeah. Hey, listen. What trips me out is the SEC talks. Georgia talks about. They want to take Georgia Tech off the schedule because they don't have integrity. I'm like, bullshit. Georgia's done so much shady shit. They talking about they have the nerve.
Well, which one of them? Right. See, right, Shake. Which one of those teams that are bitching about it? Which one of those teams is hated by their state? And that's the team. They want to thumb that university in the eye. You know what I mean?
All right. And by the way, Joe Riss says he's got Arizona and Green Bay, and Jersey fans saying Saints and Tennessee. So
Saints makes sense. Tennessee, I don't know. I have to see what Cam Ward does in his next year. I just know that this is Aaron Rodgers' last year. So they're gonna need a quarterback. I know they just drafted one, but
hey, why does it show? Why does it show? What's his name is blank as like grayed out?
What?
At NJ Finn,
what is it?
345.
He might be a verified YouTube member. He might be a verified YouTube user. You can get a verification through YouTube just like you can on all the other socials, but nobody really ever does it. I mean, you have to be like a real person in business and all that. Reason for them to want to verify you and all that. They're real strict about it.
All right.
You don't even have to really have a big channel. You just got to be a big person, like a big player.
Craig
you know what I mean?
The Jets and the Cardinals. All right.
Jets, I could see. Yeah.
I'm gonna put Craig down for Jets and Cardinals.
Yeah, I can see the Jets. The debaucherous organization.
I'm gonna pass on this.
The Jets.
I haven't been listening enough.
No, they got Geno. Geno might have one more run left in him.
No, I'm not against the kid, like the situation. I understand. I'm not trying to crap on the kid. I don't think he should be held to such like stupid shit these days. But
I just think color, and the reason I was bringing up the argument about how I'm against punishing him is primarily because I feel like the way they wanted to punish him, you're not helping the kid at all. Even if
Right.
Listen, I believe in
Well, I'm
second.
sick of that altogether. I'm with you on that. I'm sick of all that altogether, bro.
And especially if he does have an addiction, doesn't matter if it's alcohol, gambling, whatever type of addiction is. Instead of punishing him, why don't we try to find a cure for him or help him get through it or something? You know?
Yeah.
Well, would we be calling it an addiction if he was gambling on something else?
I don't know. I think it's the amount of bets because he made 9,000 bets. So
Okay. Did he win those bets?
Hey, real quick, Tunk, you there?
I mean, what was his win rate?
Yeah.
I mean,
hold on. Anyway, Tunk, just put it this way. I'm gonna put it to you this way, so put it this. It's easy. This guy had a first round grade on him, and all you gotta do is think about the two needy football.
What position does he play?
Huh?
What position
quarterback.
does he play?
Quarterback. Quarterback. He had a first round grade on him. All you gotta do is think about the two teams that they need quarterback. That's it. Dolphin fans want Halfley to take a flyer on him.
Well, fuck it.
I'd be fine with it.
Dolphins, or wherever Geno Smith is playing.
If people are shake, right, just like the old days, right? Yeah, if people are using that as the cudgel to not bring him to Miami, shake, then I'm against those people. I don't think this gambling thing should be factored in whatsoever, other than the Miami Dolphins doing a standard, diligence on anybody else that would have been in this situation. But if they were to even talk to him, they already know about his situation. So if they were to even bring him into the building, that wouldn't even be a subject, other than to make sure that that he's got things fixed. You know what I mean? So, and they probably judge him on basic psychological analysis to find that out. You know what I mean? So, what I'm getting at is, I think it would be, these people would be like, the people that would be against that are just self-righteous assholes. Because
Joe fact of it is cockfighting instead of sports betting. And listen, there's a few places in Hialeah
right.
that you could go to for that.
Well, here's the thing: is that the guy is a college. I mean, he's going to college, right? He's a high prospect, like you were saying, Shake. So he's a high quality individual. Who labeled it gambling in the first place, or at least who labeled it degenerative in the first place? Mm-hmm. I'd like to see the guy's win rate. I'd like to know how he was tracking his bets. Was he being careful with them? Was he being smart with his position sizing? All of that I'd have to know to determine whether he was even gambling at all.
Mm-hmm.
Making a bet under the regulations of the NCAA and the NFL and all these sanctioning bodies, making the bet is gambling to them. They're not looking at it, the nuances of, well, what if his win rate was 75%? I'd want him to be. I'd be tapping him for advice. So when I say self-righteous assholes, it's because, okay, fine, maybe he was going overboard. Maybe he broke the rules and you have to punish him anyway, or hold his feet to the fire, or whatever they think. Okay, fine. But damn, dude, are we going to send him to Leavenworth? I mean, Jesus, what are people doing out there right now?
Shout out to the legend.
What he did is like, how dare you?
Okay.
When these same people are probably huffing on a crack pipe right now, allegedly.
Oh man! Shout out to my idol Raphael Courtright in the building. What's good? So all right, so let's get back to the topic here. Mr. Polk, where do you got him going? Mr. Polk, you there? I think he fell asleep on me. Crypto, what do you think? What do you got?
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Dolphins and 49ers.
Crib?
I'm actually going to say the Kansas City Chiefs.
You heard me?
Uh-huh.
You heard me, Shake?
Kansas City Chiefs.
49ers. Hold on. Let me put down his first, and then
all right.
So 49ers and Miami, right?
Miami. Yes. Dolphins taking the flyer.
All right, let me add banner. All right, let me get you in their color real quick. All right, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Kansas City Chiefs as a
But I like
outsider.
Ali's choice though. Steelers is most likely.
Well, go ahead.
And I'm gonna go with the Dallas Cowboys. I think Jerry Jones would love nothing but controversy right now.
And he's from Texas too, so.
Exactly. And Kansas City is kind of in that same boat with Texas. Like, you know what I mean? They're
Texas
back and forth. Remember the Chiefs came from Texas.
Yeah.
Originally.
That's what I'm watching right now, Crypto.
How I looked at it, Crypto, just so you know, this kid was touted, like Shake said, he was touted to be one of the better quarterbacks in the next draft cycle. So more than likely, you have to have a top 10 pick to really probably get him. Because I thought he was going to be one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the draft. And I was looking at teams that, though they need a quarterback, they're not going to have a top 10 pick. And that's how I looked at it. I think Steelers are good enough that they're not going to have a top 10 pick. And I think Minnesota still has enough talent, and that defense is still good enough that they're not going to have a top 10 pick. So that's why I went with both teams. That's how I made my estimated guess.
Yeah, and you don't have to use a first overall pick. You probably a third or second. You know what I mean?
No. Because usually, if you feel that you're going to have like a top 10 pick, you want to hold on to everything. You don't want to just use it in the supplemental draft. So who has draft picks that they can just go ahead and use and not have to worry about it if it doesn't pan out? That's kind of the other thing to look at too. So Kansas City is a crazy one though. If he goes there, I like the Dallas pick that Color made though. I like that too.
You know, somebody brought up the point that if let's say the Dolphins do draft him, then the GM would be living up to his word every year, getting a quarterback. Hey, we got the quarterback in the draft. It just wasn't the regular draft; it was a supplemental draft.
but to add to that note, though, Ali, the Kansas City Chiefs may be the ones that legitimize it. So, in other words, if they open up and make it known they're making a move, then the first person to go after it's going to be Jerry Jones, because they'll say, "Oh well, if the league accepts them getting him, then he'll jump all over it and make a move for it." So they'll be the ones to open up the can of worms, and if nobody jumps in, they'll end up with him.
Yep. Very interesting.
Remember, the league goes, as far as legitimacy goes, the league goes through Kansas City. I mean, they've done things like give Kareem Hunt another chance. Yeah, they got Tyreek out of there, but they also supported him for 3 or 4 seasons or more. You know what I mean? 5 or 6 or whatever it was. You know what I mean?
Kareem Hunt's another chance too.
And by the way,
yeah.
Carter, another reason I like your point is because number one, for Kansas City, is because if Patrick Mahomes gets hurt, they want a quarterback that's going to help them ride the ship while he's out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And on that note, Shake, good point, because it almost reminds me of as far as the measurables of the guy. I don't know, but what everybody's describing to me, Texas boy, he's probably big, probably strong arm, you know what I mean? Forget what's upstairs. Does that not fit like a Chad Henne type? Who was the guy that, was backing up, who they got backing him up now?
Yeah.
I forget. Who is it? Anybody?
Chad Henne. So he said it again. What about Chad Henne?
Who's backing up Mahomes right now?
Oh, Justin
yeah, that's
Fields.
who it was. It was Fields. Fields now. Yeah, Justin Fields is the guy now.
Justin Fields. Same kind of body type. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can see them bringing in that guy. Or making it known they would. And as soon as they give legitimacy to it, the whole league will go after it. And I think Jerry Jones wants to get rid of Dak as soon as he can, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And if everybody's going to be talking about the gambling thing, then Jerry Jones has been out of the limelight a while. He's going to want to find a reason to get back into all the nonsense of the world because he knows it makes money.
Yep.
Okay, StreamYard. I know you don't care too much for it. This early.
Part of the reason why I'm such a crybaby, bro. The internet did it to me.
Color, you're not a crybaby. I just said that because you wouldn't listen.
Yeah, I am. No, I am. I know. See, Ali, that's the thing. I absolutely am a crybaby, and I have a fucking right to be. That's my point.
Well, then, if you're a crybaby, I'll go ahead and say I'm a crybaby because I don't think you're a crybaby.
That's why it doesn't bother me anymore, Ali. I know how people feel about me, and I don't care anymore. I'm almost 50 years old. I can't use my hands anymore. I'm about to go on disability. I don't give a fuck anymore. Giving a fuck is what got me in the spot I am in life. To be honest with you, nobody else gives a fuck, and everybody else is awash in the luxury of the new paradigm. Fine, I'm gonna act like everybody else. That's game theory playing out.
Mr. Polk,
the internet did it to me.
All right, Mr. Polk. Let Mr. Polk go. Go ahead, Mr. Polk. What you got?
What's the question?
What do you think the quarterback that's going in the supplemental draft will end up?
I can see him going to the New York Jets.
Jets?
The Jets.
When you're a Jet, you'll always. What's that?
Oh, you talking about the what's that? When you're a Jet, you're a Jet all the way from your first cigarette to your last dying day.
Yes.
And also Arizona Cardinals.
Cardinals, okay.
You're never alone. You never disconnected.
Zone.
Oh man, that got me. When you're a Jet, you stay a Jet.
I will just add one more thing, and only one more thing, Shake. I do value I do value one thing left in life, and it's the only thing, and it's the only guiding principle that's worth anything, and that's the value of human life. So that guides me, and if people have a problem with me because of that, and because of my words, and they can't understand that that's the only thing I value anymore, then fuck them. I don't give a fuck. That's it.
Yeah, I got you.
Love you guys. I love every one of you.
Love you too, Color.
Yeah.
Because
the quarterback with the Cardinals went to Minnesota, didn't?
Yeah.
What's his name? Yeah.
Minnesota.
Yeah, so that's a big hole there. Cause I mean, I know they got Jacoby Brissett, but to add him over there to the Cardinals that'd be a nice fit for him.
Yeah.
Jets got a lot of picks too, so I'm sure they'll probably put in like a third or something like that. I would say,
yeah. Go ahead.
Let me see. I could say, now it's time to put my teams in. I'm gonna go. I would say Arizona, and I like the Steelers. Arizona and the Steelers.
Okay.
Arizona's not a bad choice, dude. So go ahead, Ali. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I wanted to say Arizona. I could completely understand why you would go there, but I do question. They drafted Carson Beck with a 3rd round pick, way higher than what people expected. Do you think that maybe that they're sold on Carson Beck? Will they pull the trigger, being the fact that they did that?
That'd be a great competition, though, Ali. I don't think Carson Beck is good enough for them to hold back a competition.
Don't they have the other Miami Dolphin quarterback there, though?
By the way, real quick,
they have Jacoby Brissett.
Real quick, Ali, what did you think of Will Howard as a prospect, as the quarterback they drafted from Is it Penn State or was
Right.
it
After they drafted him out of Ohio State. I think as a prospect coming out of college, I thought it was really good, but he hurt his hand and we didn't see him at all at that point. They had Aaron Rodgers and they had Mason Rudolph, so we didn't get to see anything. So it's a big question mark. We don't know. He will either be really good or it could be really bad. We just don't know.
I think State's got a good pairing though, like Arizona or Pittsburgh. That's definitely a good pairing if you're going into the betting war with that. You know what I mean? That's a good set of bullets.
What's up, Liz? Down in the chat. What's up, Liz?
But I can see Jacoby, who just finally got his starting money. I could see Jacoby playing like commander and captain, like, elder statesman for a couple years while that maybe a competition between the other two plays out. So maybe,
So now everybody put their teams in. Let's recap real quick. Ali said Steelers and Vikings. New Jersey Fin Fan said Saints and Titans. Joe Riss said Green Bay and Arizona. Craig Sebring said Jets and Arizona. Tonk said Dolphins and Jets. Crypto said Niners and Miami. Color said Chiefs, Cowboys, and Mr. Polk said Jets, Arizona, and I said Steelers and Arizona. So,
I didn't realize Mr. Polk said Arizona too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I said it because they lost their quarterback to Minnesota Vikings, and Jacoby Brissett right now I think he's the starting quarterback right now.
Right. And we both know they gave him starting money, but we both know he's just like he's the one that does. Isn't he the one that does the other backup for life commercial besides Tyler Huntley? Doesn't he do one of those?
I think so.
I think he does, man. Anyway, I do like the couple people that threw in the Green Bays here and there, because that's one of them locations, you know what I mean, where they could keep him away from whatever people perceive to be his problem. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So
nothing happens in Green Bay.
I keep forgetting Green Bay got that history of getting the quarterback to sit behind them. That's right. I forgot about
and the history of people going there so they don't have any distractions. You know what I mean? It's kind of the opposite of Miami.
So before we wrap this up, because it's about to hit the 2-hour mark, we might go a little over, but we can't end Insomnia without some pop culture. We always do pop culture. It's Insomnia is pretty much, we're pretty much a smorgasbord. It's the main, obviously the main course is sports, but last week we did the verses of Phil Collins versus Elton John.
Elton was it. Mm-hmm.
This week we're gonna do.
I think Phil Collins smashed it. By the way.
Yeah, it did. He did. Yeah. So I think it might be another landslide too, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Michael Jackson versus Prince.
I'm sorry, Michael Jackson.
Christ, Shake, did you really have to do that, bro?
Yes.
I love both. I love both men in their own right, but Michael Jackson destroys Prince. I'm sorry, bro.
But Prince wrote half of his shit. Prince wrote half of his shit. Come on.
I disagree with that, Ali, because Prince.
This is crazy.
Who do you think had the better halftime performance at the Super Bowl?
No,
definitely Prince. Come on.
I don't know.
Yeah, but you gotta shake. No. I'm gonna put that to rest right now because Prince is number one of all time over anybody, in my opinion. You don't get any more better a halftime show, and I've said this before, I'll say it again. I can do it in a one-line slogan. You don't get any better a halftime show than Purple Rain in the Rain in Miami. You don't get better than that. There's nothing better than that.
Okay, nothing. I understand that I respect your opinion, Color. I really do. I just feel I disagree. And the reason I say Michael Jackson is because Michael Jackson did something that Prince never did. And that was transcend like his industry to a global level. Hold on, let me finish.
We're talking about halftime show. We're talking about the halftime show.
Oh, halftime show. Even the halftime show, bro. Like it's I get you, like the song is great. I get it. But
did he moonwalk on the moon?
You look at
moonwalk on the moon.
I'm talking about when it comes to Michael Jackson halftime show. I like the Michael Jackson halftime show when you have all four corners of the stadium. He pops up and then he shows up in the middle. The guys all over the place. I'm telling you, you have the whole crowd screaming their head off. For that,
I agree. I don't disagree with any of that take, Ali. What I will say about Prince, as far as really truly being the master performer of them all, and I specifically mean performer, Michael Jackson would have to top that by moonwalking on the moon, bro. Like Purple Rain in the Rain. Like seriously, you can't even choreograph that.
If you're talking about halftime,
that's Providence, dude. That's Providence. That's sent by God, man. You know what I mean? Whatever God you believe in.
I get what you're saying, Color. I completely understand. And if you're talking about just the halftime show, okay, maybe it's closer than what it looks. Maybe Prince does have an edge.
Michael's
but when you talk about the overall, when it comes to like his industry performance, bro, this guy designed the art of music videos. This guy has the most expensive music video for a reason, right?
If you're talking about Ali, if you're talking about the overall music industry and presentation to the world and all that and being the icon, absolutely.
Yeah,
but if you're talking about pure influence on the notes that are written on the paper for the music industry, nobody else but Prince, dude. He's written everybody's shit.
Yeah, that
everybody.
Plus, look at the time he had. The man was playing 21 different instruments.
Michael Jackson wrote songs for Aretha Franklin, right?
Yeah,
a lot of Michael Jackson's.
Okay. Name a pop artist. Name a pop artist that didn't get shit written that didn't buy shit from Prince's archive.
Actually, let's see if Michael did.
I got it from Aretha.
I mean, you're talking about everybody, dude. Prince wrote for everybody.
Kind of like Lionel Richie.
Yeah, I think
Lionel Richie wrote for everybody too, man.
Just like the guitarist from Toto, the studio guitarist. That dude's done all kinds of shit for everybody too.
Yeah, because look at
uncredited.
Look at the situation with Prince and the time. I mean, in fact, even before the time, it was a group called Flight Time. Before the time, and you had two guys that was with the time. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they went on to also have their own group, and they also did they helped produce a lot of songs for different artists as well. So it's like that was the branch, and it's not just Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam, some other guys that were with Prince.
And it's right, and it's not just R&B, right? And it's just not just R&B. Them guys could write like country songs and and love songs for the contemporaries. It could be anybody, and actually number two in the industry is not even Michael Jackson when it comes to writing and supplying material for all the other artists. Number two, believe it or not, maybe people don't respect her this way, but number two is Madonna.
Oh yeah.
In fact,
she's written everybody's shit too.
You saw her interview with Michael. Yeah, she was explaining how he threw his sunglasses out the car while she asked him, "I want to see your eyes," and then he just tossed his sunglasses out the window. Yeah, Madonna. She picked them up. They went, whatever they were doing.
So you mentioned I know maybe you're right. Maybe Prince hasn't beat for how many songs he wrote for other people, but it is pretty interesting who Michael wrote for. Everybody from Rebby Jackson Diana Ross. He actually wrote songs for Paul McCartney. Not a lot of people know that. LaToya Jackson, Blackstreet, Jennifer Holiday, the Brothers Johnson, you know, tons and tons more. But those are some of the big ones. So I understand where you're coming from.
Instruments too.
No, I don't disagree. He's right there with them. He's like 3. He could probably rival them. I don't have the exact statistical list, but 1, 2, and 3: Prince, Madonna, and Michael Jackson. Absolutely, dude. You could pull out any pop artist, and they have at least one song written by one of those 3.
And
I get you for
how much Prince has influenced some of these other artists as well. Like when you look at Ready for the World, they basically had no connection with Prince, but you can see Prince like fingerprint on the group called Ready for the World. So Prince, I mean, what I'm saying is Prince not only helped produce other people to help produce, but he also had influence on some groups that came out.
Yep. And apparently, Mr. Polk, in death, they've looked at his archive, and there's like thousands of songs that never even got sold yet.
Yeah, that's for real.
And the estate is actually selling them to some of these artists to this day.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I like Michael Jackson better than Prince is because Prince never gave Weird Al Yankovic the permission to do parodies on his song, but Michael Jackson did. So,
Prince was very private. He's very
I thought you didn't need permission if it was a parody. Isn't that the point?
No, but if Weird Al said if he likes to get their
he was being respectful. He was being respectful, right. Because Weird Al, that's what made Weird Al sell and the industry be okay with his shit, is that he was respectful like that.
So I do have one great thing to say about Prince, though. According to my great uncle, and may he rest in peace, Prince actually was a great neighbor. My great uncle lives in the same housing area that he lives in.
Minnesota?
Yeah, in Minnesota. My great uncle, like there's like I want to call it a housing division, but I think it's called something else, right? HOA, whatever it's called. My great uncle, before he passed away, was Prince's neighbor. And according to my great uncle, though he didn't talk to him very much, he had no problems with him. So I will say he's a great neighbor.
Well, a lot of his movie, man, Purple Rain, is a lot of that is like, kind of real on him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I understand.
He came up in the industry.
One of the best. Don't get me wrong. I think Michael Jackson to me was iconic. Like he went beyond what.
Of course, dude. I couldn't even I couldn't even argue. I couldn't even debate you on that, Ali. I agree. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you're talking about pop icon in general.
Because Michael Jackson's worldwide. Prince, he's not as worldwide as Michael Jackson. And a lot, I'm gonna say it again. One of the biggest
he's global, but not as global, like you say. Yeah,
right. But one of the biggest things about Prince that kind of sets him a little bit different from Michael Jackson is the talent skills as far as instruments and the way
he played instruments. That's what he had.
Yeah, like I said, at an early age, you're playing 21 different instruments, and what have you.
Yeah.
Now,
and see, like, and Mr. Punk, I'm gonna bridge your point with Ali's. I'm gonna bridge your point with Ali's. Prince could play every instrument there is known to man, right? And probably even invented an instrument or two. Michael Jackson filled that gap by having Slash on the stage with him.
This is true. However, it's a known fact that Michael was able to play the piano and a keyboard and guitar and drums.
But as far as being iconic, being iconic, Ali, you're right that Michael Jackson only had to make a phone call.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And had Slash on the stage with him. You know, I mean.
It was
we both can agree on this, though. It is more likely to hear a Michael Jackson song and a Prince song at some given point, either one. Because when I was in California, to give you an example, and I kid you not, I even have I was doing a video for my brother to show him where I was at. They were playing a Michael Jackson song in the background. So I heard that Michael Jackson more than any other artist, to be honest.
Well, Ali, see, I don't mean to just be a contrarian. Okay, this is not meant to just refute everything you're saying, but I actually did. Well, I did a tertiary deep dive on another issue that just coincidentally happened to prove that wrong, or not wrong per se, but because you're probably right. I mean, every time I have on the radio, I'm hearing one of those too. If I'm in a store or something like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But statistically speaking, because of the deep dive that I happened to do on artists, number one artists, Billboard artists, and how many number ones that they had, or who was the number one artist each month from it was like from 1960 or something, or 1970 or something like that, or 1980. I'm sorry, it was from 1980 till now. Each month of each year, who was the number one artist on the Billboard charts, right? And I had the thing count basically who had the most, who was the number one, who had the most times in a month that they were number one. They didn't have to be consecutive months. It just, hey, how many times did your name show up as the number one artist in a given month from like 1980 to like 2025, right?
Mm-hmm.
And by far, by about the order of 10 or 12, this person had the most. And the only Christmas tune that ever hit number one in December in its given month on the secular Billboard charts basically created a Christmas carol, because we hear it every year now. And that's Mariah Carey.
Well, that's true.
It's so amazing. You would believe, of all people, you know what I mean? You're like,
song that really makes me cry, which is
she's
crazy.
been number one in a given month since that time frame, like 20 times, dude, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Next one has like 6, and it's like Michael Jackson or Madonna or somebody.
Hey, Crypto, we got a new viewer. You know who this guy is? Crypto.
What's that?
EM. You know this guy named EM?
Yeah.
Heard of him?
Yeah, I think I heard of him. I think he's new in the community. He's come around from time to time. You know.
Okay.
I've kind of gotten to know him. He's a new fella.
Right.
Yeah, but
real quick, Crypto, before you go deeper, I just wanted to say, Ali, the reason for bringing that up was to say that I'm pretty sure that statistically speaking, she's been heard on the radio, has more chance to be heard on the radio at any given moment than anybody.
So that being said, let's take Mariah out of this real quick. I'm just curious what you think. Who's more likely to be heard, Michael or Prince?
Michael.
Yeah, Michael,
Yeah,
because
sure.
Michael, because you got to think about this too. Michael
He's
came
just pure
from,
sound.
He came from the Jackson 5. Came from being in the group with his siblings, and that's kind of the difference with him and Prince.
And Prince had a much smaller band that individually didn't have.
And you know what, Mr. Polk? And you know what, Mr. Polk?
Look, let me say that, because basically Prince only so-called relative that he had, and not really a relative that he grew up with, was a guy named Andre Simone. So they kind of grew up almost like brothers, and that was that was about it. Because that's why I say that's another thing that makes it different. Also,
well, the other,
but real quick, Ali, real quick. One of the things that my study about the number one and it being Mariah Carey, one of the things that can't reflect though is he got all of those likely in one particular frame, like era, and genre. You know what I mean? Whereas every single stage of Michael's life and every single stage of the paradigm shifts that we've all been through since the 70s, he's had a number one. So there's always some radio station that's playing something from one era. Like it might be the early 2000s, or it might be his when he was a kid with the Jackson 5. You know what I mean? Or it might be, so in that respect, that the study I did can't reflect that. How many times were you had a number one hit in each phase of your life like that? You know what I mean? And that's definitely Mike.
But my
like,
one thing
like the song Black or White, as opposed to Billie Jean, as opposed to ABC. You see what I'm saying? Like Mariah Carey don't have that.
I agree with that. I do want to say this real quick, Color. The reason I asked which one are you more likely to hear, even though I do agree, I think Michael is iconic worldwide. I think he's the much bigger superstar. I understand you guys think that he's a much better musician and everything that Prince is on that side. I get that. But what surprised me is that Prince put out way more albums than Michael did. And I would assume because he has a lot more content, you would more than likely hear a lot more Prince's songs, and you don't. You hear a lot more Michael.
Well, again, he can. That's what I meant. He can actually challenge Michael on that. What I was just saying, not Mariah, but he could actually challenge Michael on that, because you're right. Not only did he, shift and has number ones through each time period, but he also literally changed the name of his band and his own identity to reflect that. You know what I mean? So you've got actually different versions, different incarnations of Prince.
Yeah,
and see, symbol, like the artist formerly known as the Symbol, that was formerly known as, he's like, he's such a great performer, dude. It's unreal.
And let's not forget when Michael Jackson got into the music industry. He, like I said, he got in it with his siblings. When you look at Prince did not get into the music industry until he became a teen.
Yeah, he made it. That's what I've been trying to say, Mr. Polk. He made the industry. He made the 80s.
What's good?
Probably in the 90s.
What's going on, EM?
Oh, what's up, EM?
Is EM up in here?
Yes,
what's going on?
Hey, I knew he couldn't resist this conversation. I knew it.
hey, y'all give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
No worries.
All right.
Was it about the guy from Texas or the Prince and Michael conversation? Which one do you think?
I want to hear what EM got to say about Prince and Michael too. And when I talk about Prince, I'm not putting out Michael Jackson, because I like both of them. It's just that their star is different and what have you, and among other things.
Mm-hmm.
It's too bad. Mr. Polk, because I'm pretty sure if Michael was still alive today, given the technology we have, and given that he probably would have been friends with guys like Elon Musk, I bet you he could have pulled off the moonwalking on the moon. You know what I mean? Like today, if he was still alive,
And listen, I agree. Kid Rock is better than both those acts. Listen, Kid Rock is the Tua of the musician world.
Damn.
And speaking of moonwalk, y'all know where the moonwalk came from, right?
And Mr. Polk, just so you know,
no,
I like both too. No, I was just gonna say I like both artists too. It's very hard to decipher, but I'm just going by the fact that I think Michael was way more globally iconic and transcendent than the other.
Yeah, again, Ali, it really depends what category we're talking about. You know what I mean? Sure.
Yeah.
He's in the general. He encapsulates the general category though. Like he's the one that's over them all, I would say, as far as iconic. Yeah. I mean, the only one that actually challenges Michael on the world stage is actually David Hasselhoff, but that's a different debate.
Also, too,
My bad, gentlemen.
The moonwalk actually came from a dance called the camel walk. It's just done in reverse.
Right.
And who was the camel walk originally done by?
I forgot who.
Hey, by the way, EM.
I can see what you're saying though, Mr. Polk. It does kind of look like the way a camel walks.
Listen, don't shoot the messenger, all right, EM. I'm just a messenger.
Yeah. Well,
Cooper wanted me to show you this. Again, I'm just a messenger.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's That's real cute. That is real cute.
That's
Yeah,
It wasn't me.
hard
Yeah,
times,
it
yeah.
wasn't me.
It's been a pretty tough
was
week for you. I
That,
heard.
that is real. You know what, Shake? You better tread lightly, my friend, because I'm still stewing on that. So
what are you talking about, friend lightly? I'm just a messenger. What the hell?
tread
I heard
lightly.
you went to Times Square, Em. I saw you. That was a Times Square sighting.
Oh man, that's real cute. Hey man,
So what's good,
what's
Ian?
good
You've been spending time in the bunker this spring or what?
Well, no, man. Just
weather's been pretty good.
Yeah, everything is good, man. Just you know what I'm saying? Just man, I'm just been taking a break from the internet.
That Ali in LA?
So real quick, I'm sorry, Ian, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I went to Los Angeles. I was in Hollywood, and at the Chinese theater is where they usually the artists or the famous person gives their handprints and stuff. So Michael Jackson is one of the few people that actually has two. He has his original one, which has his handprints and his feet, and it says Michael Jackson on it and the date. This one we're looking at here, and let me see if I can zoom in a little. Maybe not. This one here, this is after he died, his kids did one for him, and it has all their handprints, but the feet here is his shoes, and then that's his glove that he used to wear.
Where is that, Ali?
The TCL Chinese.
That's in Hollywood?
Theater. Yeah, the Chinese theater is the one that they do all the premieres at for all the movies and stuff. So,
I will give you this, Ali. The very first record that I ever put a needle down onto, vinyl record that I ever put a needle down onto, was actually Deep Purple. But the second one was Thriller.
I also found Michael Jackson's star on the Walk of Fame as well. So
ask him about.
I just wanted to share that real quick.
Ask him about the Michael Jackson Prince thing you brought up. I want to hear what he think about it.
Yeah, I want EM's opinion. EM has good taste in music, so I want to know what he thinks.
About
okay, well, hold on, because we got to start with the very first question that you asked, Ali, or who was it? Was it you, Ali, that asked, or Shake? Okay, Shake. Okay, the very first question was, whose halftime performance was better, Michael or Prince?
Well, I got to go with Prince on that.
Before you answer,
well, Prince has the better one.
The conversation then evolved into who had more impact on the actual music of the industry, and then who is the most globally iconic. So that we have three different kind of debates that we had in one, but it started with the halftime show by itself.
Well, I think the halftime show, I think Prince's, I think he had the best halftime show. But the other two categories is Michael Jackson, hands down. And I wasn't always the biggest.
Hands down, huh?
Yeah. I mean, listen, I wasn't always the biggest Prince fan. Like, he made good music, and I respect everything that he achieved and his status, historically. But I just think when you're comparing the two all the way around, Michael was just on another level, in my opinion.
So Ian, that's why I made sure to list the three different angles, because the middle one, it seems like you said both, but it kind of skipped over because being that you just came around to Prince's impact as well as I, having liked him growing up, I still did not realize until the last 10 or 15 years what kind of actual physical impact he had on the music that we hear from everybody in the industry. You know what I mean? And by far, in my research, it's led me to the opinion that Prince has had by far more impact than most other artists. A close second being Madonna and Michael Jackson. You know what I mean?
Well, Prince was a better musician. I think Prince was the better musician and better artist, more talented.
Yeah.
But
there you go.
In terms of like impact and
right,
I just think Mike was just on a different level than the two.
Right.
But
so globally icon. You're going to go Michael on the global icon, hands down. Now, the last kind of thing it led into was Who are you more likely to hear in the background on a radio at any given day or moment, Michael or Prince?
Damn, that's
and I said Mariah Carey, but that was for different reasons.
You mean just any day of the week? Like
no,
what?
Yeah, any given moment. If it were to be Prince or Michael, who would you hear first? Who would you be more likely to hear first?
Damn.
Still got to go to Michael.
That's brilliant question, by the way, Ollie. Brilliant question, by the way.
To be honest, I have the numbers according to ChatGPT, and this is according to ChatGPT.
Mariah Carey.
No, it's Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, you are more than likely to hear. The odds that you would hear Michael Jackson is anywhere between 70 to 80%. Prince is 20 to 30%.
Now ask you to adjust those odds for odds for overall for any artist.
All right. Check this out. I have a good question.
Keep it on the context, Dolly. Keep that chat GPT on its context.
So let me ask you all this. All right. If you sit here, we could all pick a song. If we, I'll go first. If we was to hear most likely to hear a song, what songs would it most likely be? With me, I would say with Little Red Corvette with Prince, or Don't Stop Till You Get Enough with Michael Jackson for me. Those are two songs that you'll probably hear a lot.
I was thinking about Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Radio songs.
On the radio, say?
Yeah,
you mean on the radio, just in general?
If you're talking about pure contemporary, not that doesn't play much older stuff, then I would say more like something like oh God, what am I thinking? I'll get back to that, Shake, but hold that thought for later. Go ahead, guys.
With me, I would with Prince, I would say 1999. And then
for Prince,
Jackson,
yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking, Mr. Pop, for like the regular general contemporary stations. You know what I mean? It'd be 99. Yeah, sure.
Okay,
that's kind of along the lines of what I was thinking.
Jackson, good grief.
Yeah, that's what I say. You got to
It
depends on what decade you was in. They also play a factor too. Which one would be one of his most popular, depending on the decade?
It'd be Beat It. It would be Beat It.
It would be Beat It. That you could do
hands down, it would be Beat It.
The
very first song you would hear would be Beat It.
It would be Beat It or Thriller.
I would say that normally, Color, but you know what song I've been hearing on the radio a lot more recently?
What have they been doing lately? What's been on the set list lately?
PYT.
What's that?
PYT.
Yeah. Pretty young thing, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Michael got such a wide range.
Yeah. I hear, you know what?
That Thriller album alone is a killer. You can just run it on
we know these stations ain't gonna play black or white anymore. That's too controversial.
So
you know what I hear a lot though? I hear
that's too problematic.
I hear Man in the Mirror a lot too.
Ooh, that's
Man in the Mirror. Yeah, that's one
that's like one of my favorites.
Well, that is one I hear from Prince.
I hear that a lot especially late at night. Matter of fact, I heard it coming down.
Man in the Mirror.
Matter of fact, I heard it coming down. I had
Rock with you.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, especially on the lighter contemporary stations, you're gonna hear that more often. Yeah, it's a reflection song. No pun intended.
So I had to come down to Arkansas. What was that last Monday night? And so matter of fact, I heard that. It was like 1 a.m, but I heard it on the way on my trip down to Arkansas. So yeah, I've been hearing that lately. So
if you're rocking the golden oldies station, it's gonna be ABC. Easy 1, 2, 3.
Now I have one other question. Well, I have two things. Color, to your question about ChatGPT and ask the odds that based it on
start a new chat, right? You didn't start a new chat, right? You just kept the context going, right?
On the same one. It says that versus Prince, you'll hear Michael Jackson 75 to 80% of the time. Madonna lowers to 55 to 60% of the time. You'll hear
for overall.
You're gonna hear
for those three.
Versus Elton John, you'll hear Michael 50 to 55% of the time. The one that surprises me, though, Taylor Swift reduces the odds you'll hear a Michael song by 30 to 40%.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. That's
See, now it's context is
I was
too
gonna
deep.
say Journey.
We've got to ask it like overall, who is the most likely artist to be heard overall? You know what I mean?
Real quick, before
I
we
think
do
you could
that, before we do that, Claire, I'm sorry. I just have one other thing I wanted to say real quick. I need to know the panel's opinion. Who did this song better? The song "Come Together," Michael Jackson or the Beatles? Who did it better?
What song is
I
that?
don't know if I ever heard
Together.
I don't know if I've ever heard Michael's version of that.
You haven't heard this song? Hold on.
I don't think I have, man.
Here, let me-
What song?
Say
Is,
Come
what
Together
song is
right
that,
now,
Ali?
that one?
It's called "Come
Come
Together."
together.
Come together.
Right now.
That one?
Hair down to her knees. Come together.
Oh, Michael
I didn't
Jackson
know
remade
Michael did that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know either. I didn't know either. Yeah, I gotta hear that.
Yeah, I gotta
I
hear
didn't know
Michael's
that.
version. I didn't know that.
I've been digging remakes lately. I'll take a
Another
remake from any artist and any song these days, man.
Another fun fact about Michael Jackson, you guys may not know this. Michael Jackson's estate, now that he passed away, may he rest in peace, actually owns the entire rights to the entire Beatles
collection,
Oh yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah. Is that AI, Ali? Is that AI? Did they create that with AI?
Did they what? I'm sorry.
They create that with AI?
No, that's a legit fact. That's a legit fact.
No. I'm talking about his rendition of "Come Together."
No. That's not AI created. In fact, that's the one he had some guitarist. She was a chick, blonde-haired chick on the stage. That's really good.
Blonde-haired chick.
Here, let me pull up the song. I'll play it for you guys.
Blondie?
It was a blonde
Or
chick.
the chick from the Bengals. Might be the chick from the Bengals. He did a collab with them back in the day too.
Yeah.
To my wife,
they did collabs a lot.
Here we go. I got the song. Let me pull it up.
I think you can throw Journey.
That front woman from the Bengals still looks as beautiful as she did back then, man.
Susanna Hoff.
Yeah.
Susanna Hoff. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she still
think
looks that good.
In terms of most played on the radio, I think you can throw Journey into that equation as well.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, everybody's always on the radio. You seen that? Have you seen that Family Guy episode when they were doing that song and everybody in the town stopped what they were doing to go listen to?
No, y'all want to talk about that? Let's talk about the group called America.
That would have made it one.
You're gonna get us copyrighted, man.
We'll play that
You're gonna get us
backstage.
copyrighted.
Yeah,
we'll play it backstage.
Talking about.
Okay.
I know the song. I just didn't know Mike remade that.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
I didn't know.
Yeah, because you remember Michael bought the Beatles catalog a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people. I mean, a lot of conspiracy theories.
I would have thought that would be the big enough news for EM and I to have heard about it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I never knew that.
Yeah, he actually also wrote songs. Michael Jackson wrote songs for Paul McCartney too. So, in addition,
yeah, I knew that. But in
Did
terms
we
of
lose
him
some cred
owning,
for that, Ian?
what's that?
Did we lose any cred for that? You and I?
Maybe, maybe. I had no idea though that Mike had remade that. I had no idea. I was aware of him owning their catalog though. A lot of people feel like, some conspiracy theorists feel like maybe that was, when you go down that, they feel like maybe that's the reason why Michael Jackson was,
Well,
he left this world
that might be one of those tertiary,
so to speak.
That one might be one of those tertiary things where people were like, well, if we let this continue, it'll only benefit us anyway. You know what I mean? Like, what do they call that? The banality of evil or something? Is that what they call that?
Numerology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like evil intentions end up like coordinating without knowing it. You know what I mean?
And listen, we went an hour over. I'm about to wrap this up.
Damn, Shake, you about to wrap it up. I wanted to get at Ali real quick, and I kind of want to get at Color and Crypto. I want to talk about my, the Dolphins, and you know, I kind of want to discuss some basketball news with Ali real quick. But
y'all can do it backstage.
Fuck, man.
Write this up.
Right.
But anyway, I
haven't been paying attention.
I want to thank everybody for coming up. And by the way, I just want to share this story to end a Father's Day. I met there was this light-skinned dude, right? I met in Port Charlotte, where I live, in Fort Lauderdale, you know, Port Charlotte area. And he was light-skinned. He had a German accent, light-skinned dude. I'm like, and he kind of looked like Tim Hardaway a little bit. And we got into an argument. He called me a fascist. I said, where you from? He said, Germany. I said, what's your name? He go, Bitcoin. So in other words, happy Father's Day, Crypto. Yes, his name is Bitcoin.
Oh, okay. Bitcoin.
Yes, from Germany.
Okay, I got you.
He said his dad
Man, I
was
wonder
there.
what I could get AI to do. I wonder what I could get an
That's
AI
crazy.
model to do for me if I sent it through with one Bitcoin token instead of all the other tokens.
He said he had a twin brother named Blockchain.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
So happy Father's Day.
Man.
No, happy Father's on a real talk. Happy Father's Day, everybody.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all for coming through. And yeah, we'll get some backstage thing going, man.
It's time to kill the messenger, baby.
Damn.
We out, y'all.